Why do dogs bury bones in the ground?
I don't know.
Because you can't bury them in fucking trees.
Your mama's so fat she has to wear large clothes. An Irishman, a Jew, and a homosexual walk into a bar. What a fine example of an integrated community.
Right, I'm going to say it this time. I'm going to fucking hit it. Good evening, Internet.
Holla, holla, bling, bling, bitches. Oh, well, Marlon, we've had a bit of a week between us, haven't we? It sounds like we both spent the last, 45 minutes bitching about our week before we started the podcast.
Just cussing.
Just cussing, just straight up cussing. So, who are we joined by tonight, Marlon?
So, tonight, we are joined by Kyle.
Hello.
And Jessie.
Hello.
It's weird that Kyle's hello made me more erect than Jessie's.
I'm just an awkward individual. I don't know what you want from me.
Let's see where this night takes us then.
He's got that voice about him, hasn't he? He got a proper radio voice. Felt the blood flow going on there.
Sexy shit I got on.
Yes, Daddy. So, Jessie, Kyle, dogs. This is why we've got you here.
Dogs.
Yeah, dogs.
You are dog people.
Are we?
Very much so.
Well,
I am.
Are we, Kyle? Obviously, we've had a little chat just before we got going on the podcast.
Yeah, what was the total number?
Didn't want to ask too many questions, so I thought I'd leave it for the recording. But how many dogs in total do you have?
So we got 58 at the moment, including puppies. So we got 2 litters of 7 puppies at the minute. So that's included in the total.
Don't try and dumb it down by saying there's 2 litters of puppies. You take
puppies.
2 litters of 7. That's 14 from 58. Did you say?
Yeah,
so that still leaves you 44 fully grown dogs.
Yeah, 44.
Yeah, 44. That's not that many. That's fucking insanity. Is what that is.
If it was just us, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking I mean, I am fucking crazy, but like, it's not that bad. Like, there's a lot of us. There's basically 6 of us on and off on hand. So it's not when you like divide them, it's not that much.
No.
44 divided by 58 divided by 6 is roughly 10 dogs to a person.
Yeah.
That's still fucking mental.
Yeah, you can
rationalise it.
You can play this down any way you want.
It's rational.
Yeah.
You never have too many dogs in your life.
No.
I have 3. I fucking hate them 9 days of the week. Anyway, before we get into too much about your many, many dogs, Jessie, start with you. How's your fucking week been?
Yeah, same old. Just pick up shit, don't I? So living my best
Make
life.
that a soundboard button now.
What you like? Bing bang.
Pick up shit, don't I?
I do. That's what I do. So it's not been too bad. Not too bad. I haven't really done a lot, to be honest. I've been a bit bloody lazy, really.
Well, it's New Year, isn't it?
I've been a bit lazy with me 57, fucking 58. Sorry, dogs. Fucking hell. Kyle, yourself, how's your week been, mate?
Not too bad. Just work.
What is it you do for work? Assuming that the dog. Me knowing.
Assuming like doggins weekends.
Excluding dogs.
We like
excluding
dogs. It's always dogging on the weekends. Convert vans. Make people's dreams into reality.
He's really trying to sell that, isn't he?
It's a fucking ad read, isn't it? All right, whoever your boss is, that's a bit of money.
So, what kind of vans? I'm assuming, I think I already know what it is.
Brand new transporters.
Yeah.
We take a brand new transporter and we cut a hole in the roof.
That must be
fun, but
is that
scary.
is that a daunting experience the first time? Like
The
anal
first time,
in a way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you do more and more, and it's just another hole.
That's it. What's a new transporter cost?
Yeah, what's the cost on a new transporter?
45,000 £45,000.
And you're just cutting a hole.
It just comes straight off the cut straight off the transporter. Funny, straight off the transporter, and you just take a sawzall to it.
Yeah. Just cut some holes, fill it with crap.
Again, selling the brand here. We're not going to say you fucking work for, that's for sure.
Honestly, you make out like you do so much work, but you've literally just explained it, and I'm like, what the fuck do you do all day?
Coals and vans.
Well, being
It's
that
like,
you work,
I've been so busy, you don't understand, and I'm like,
Yeah, we'll take a bog
I've
standard
cut a
van
hole
and
in a
turn it
roof.
into a dream.
Knowing that
cut
you-
He's really
a hole
trying
in
to
a
plug
roof.
this,
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
Turn it into
Knowing
a-
that he works with Titch, it just sounds like a fucking DOS from what I've been told. You just fuck around, fit a few carpets, bang a little fridge in there, put a rock and
couple
roll
of
bed in.
speakers, like
Yeah, and then just sort of,
some LEDs in the
that's
roof.
90 grand, please. So, of course, so lovely.
They are a different breed, they fucking transporter owners, aren't they?
Oh, you just said this
Indeed.
about Range Rover owners before we started. So
yeah,
it's-
they're also another different breed.
Oh, a special breed.
Separate entirety.
Entity,
That's not very good with words, me.
said the podcast host. So it's been a good week then. Just
Been a
cutting
good
holes
week.
in shit and picking up shit.
Yeah, really.
Living the fucking dream.
Week in, week out.
Marlon, what about you, man? Seeing as you get so arsey when I occasionally forget to ask you.
Yeah, week was all right until yesterday, I think. And
Do
then
tell.
what happened was me and Denzel. Basically, I headbutted a ramp, and then everything went downhill from there. I got a lovely lump on the side of my head. It really fucking hurt.
They're quite solid, aren't they? those
Yeah,
ramps?
that
They don't,
like
they don't give.
no, that inch metal. She's thick, boy. Yeah, that hurt my head. And then everyone went to shit, basically.
It's been what? Tell me your land. I'm interested. I'm sure the listeners aren't, but I want to know what was. All right, let's have it. I'll do this every week. What was the worst thing you had to work on this week? Was it today's one?
Yeah, L320.
Sport, then Range Rover Sport.
Yeah,
for
yeah. Sorry, yeah, I
all
was
the-
talking in code still.
all the heathens out there.
Yeah, Range Rover Sport 3.6 V8
Yeah.
with an oil leak from the oil pump gasket.
Why is the oil pump chain driven, or is it
Oil
belt
pump's driven off the crank.
Nice. So it's
And
behind
it's
the
a chain engine, so there's no belt. Auto data quote 14 hours,
Oh god.
and yes, that's a 14-hour job.
Oh,
Auto data
shit.
ain't lying.
Oh fucking hell.
Yeah, there's nothing left of the front end at the minute. It's just going back together now.
Oh, it's not done then.
No,
Buy a Range Rover, everyone. Yes.
don't. Reg,
Speaking of Range Rovers, it's been a very emotional week for Reg and Range Rovers, as we know is a staple of the podcast. So Marlon popped over in a week while, I don't know if I mentioned this, but no, I didn't, no. It was this week you popped over, wasn't it? And
yeah. So we didn't mention it on last week's podcast.
yeah, I'm sorry, mate. Everything's just blurring into one at the moment. I'm just brains mush. So you popped over while I was absolutely up to my nuts in an EAS valve block rebuild. And for anyone who doesn't know, that is electronic air suspension. There's a big
It's shit.
I'll cut the shit. Basically, it's
You should have put it on springs.
Shut up, you fucking paedophile. Basically, it's a big valve block, and one of the valves was stuck, wasn't it? And you so helped me get that sort of changed out, get the swap. We swapped blocks, didn't we, just for the time being? But I wanted to rebuild this original block because when you got a good one, you got a good one. I knew it was a good one. It just needed saving. So anyway, it's like a 1,000 O-ring job. You strip the whole thing down. You have to replace all these little O-rings. You need absolute silence, peace, and quiet, and to lay everything out in a very methodical and I don't really know, very particular manner.
Yeah.
If you get it fucking wrong, you get it wrong, right? So
And it's fucked.
I've nearly finished this valve block rebuild in here, and Marlon turns up with kudos Keith. Yeah, fucking pints in their range car. That's me having you, and I'm like, yeah, okay, you guys can just sort yourself. Just need to finish what I'm doing here. It's very, very intricate. So I slam it all back together, job done. Smack it in the Range Rover. I'm thinking, 5 hours of my life rebuilding this valve block. It's gonna work. It's gonna fucking work. Does it work? Does it fuck?
fucked up.
I fucked up big time, and I was cussing and God, a fucking piece of shit. I don't know what fucking board it is. I should burn the thing out. Ring Marlon, and Marlon, God bless him, he's a fucking angel, but you say it, you're not one for after hours work, are you really? You do enough what you do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and I understand that. You work on Range Rovers and Land Rovers enough at work. Why the fuck would you want to do it after hours?
It's bad enough. The Clio's still sat on the drive wanting an alternator.
Well, that's what I mean. But credit where credit's due. I text him saying, like, mate, can you just pop by with a diag tool and just try and find out what the fuck is going on here? He just said, yeah, be there tonight. No worries. Ooh. I said, fucking hell, cheers, mate. And he's like, yeah, well, we got to keep the P38 going. And then I sort of thought about it. I thought if if the P38 does go to the Great Scrapyard in the sky, that's 90% of the comedy of this podcast fucking gone. So I saw what you did there. Anyway, and I haven't.
I was just thinking of you, mate.
I haven't told you this because
No, you haven't. Because I asked you last night.
You did. I wouldn't tell you. So what I did is I took the valve block out and I put it next to another spare valve block out, and I was looking at him. I was like, "What the fuck have I done here? What the fuck have I done? What the? I've put all the solenoids on the wrong way around." I'm looking at them. They say Dunlop one way, and on the other one they say Dunlop the other way. I was like, "Motherfucker!" So yeah. Anyway, swap the solenoid caps, turn them 180 degrees, put it back on. And I you know what? Fuck it. I'm actually going to play the video that I took.
Sorry, Greg.
What's this? Mechanic Reg?
I am a...
Mechanic?
Wait, I have to cut this bit out because it's going to take me a hot minute to find it.
Oh, it's not Kyle's crotch.
Suck it! Oh yeah! Fucking what? What's up? What's up? I can fix shit. I am a mechanic. Fuck yeah!
So as you can tell, I was very excited by this
So
prospect.
you fucked the job up, then fixed it, and
Well,
Now he's a professional.
10 out of 10 for effort, mate.
this is the thing. I mean, in the professional industry of mechanics, of which I am a part now,
YouTube certified.
as you know, speaking myself as a professional mechanic, Marlon.
Show me some tickets.
Well, when you get to my skill level, Marlon, you just go on experience. So, but yeah, that was it. So that was a good end to my week, and then I put my fucking Samsung Galaxy earbuds in the washing machine just before you turned up. Yes.
You got the nicer ones than mine.
I've got the really nice ones.
Yeah,
the
really
nice
expensive ones.
Yeah, the really nice ones. And I was like, where are those earbuds? I was going to use them for something. And I walked past the washing machine. I heard this kick-link, kick-link, kick-link.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that's my extended fucking...
Fuck your life! Bing bang!
Honestly, I could have kicked the fucking door on that washing machine straight
Why didn't you
through.
just stop it?
You just know how to.
Fucking dead. It had already been on 20 minutes, mate. They were fucking... They were gone. He's gone, Johnny! He's gone! Just let him go! Yeah, no, it's fucking gutted. So, yeah, that's my extended shit week. Good week, and then just ends like that. But no, we're in here. We're in the doghouse. We got Kyle and Jessie on. I've got on my third pint. So.
It'll be hanging off the mic in a minute.
Oh, fucking right.
Right, so before we get too down in the business, I've got a couple of little pointers to go over.
Ooh.
So,
Treat me.
Titch is here. Titch, when's the car being wrapped?
The people want to know.
Let me come in. Hello. The car is officially booked in for mid-February because that was the closest they could do. So it's booked in for 2 days with all the graphics being put on.
2 days, mate.
Yeah.
That's some stickers.
2 days?
Yeah, so I might have accidentally put in the email to him as well that he can go and get a bit loose with the car. So I have no idea what else is going to be on the car, but all the names are going to be on it, all the hashtags and everything like that. They're all going to be on the car, and I'm a little bit nervous.
Mate, I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
Oh, so yeah, we got big plans. We're going to do some truck shows, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're going to do some truck shows and stuff like that. We're going to take it along some truck shows and stuff, and
Get the name out there.
yeah, get the name out there.
I'll have to look at that every day.
Yeah, you will. Literally every day. You might even have to go in it quite a few days as well.
I was literally about to say that. Fuck's sake, Titch.
Can I ask?
That's gonna be
Can I
great.
ask what you don't have to? Just don't have to stay in, but who's doing it?
So the company that's doing it's called Southwest Tintin, down in Wellington. So they did my Donald Trump livery. So yeah, he royally fucked me over with that. So he's now basically turned around and go, yeah, I'm going to royally fuck you over with this one. So
We've also got our main man, Russell Davies, going down to him at some point for his back doors of trailer pit to be done.
He did, indeed. So I phoned up the other day and I phoned up the receptionist and I said, oh yeah, can I speak to James? He said, oh, he's not here at the moment. I said, she was like, can I take a message? And I said, well, you know, it's just I'm just phoning up about a specific rap, you know. She goes, you aren't in the doghouse, are you? I said, yeah, that's the one. She goes, oh, I've heard all about this. I was like, oh, fuck, this is not good. So I look forward to that. Yeah.
I was going to say we should ring them up and just do a little bit of our personal flair on it, Marlon. But by the sounds of things, we absolutely
Don't need to. I think he has the creative mind to do what he needs to do.
I think he's going to square this right
Yeah.
up.
You know what this makes me think?
What?
No Big Blue Bertha. Big Blue Bertha's missing something on the outside.
No.
And that does a lot of driving.
No.
Just think, neon.
No.
Get
Neon.
the name out there.
Big,
No.
just a
It was
big
bad
doghouse.
enough with the Christmas lights. I'm not a Christmas person. You
Oh,
put
what?
Christmas lights all over the
What have you
fucking
done?
van,
Just
that
you don't
was-
have to know. I'll come home one day and it'll be in the
and it'll
doghouse.
just be done. Yeah, I know. And it's
Be in
too
the
late
doghouse
then.
van. We'll be at the doghouse.
They love women love surprises. If there's one thing
Yeah.
I know, they love surprises.
Yeah, I
Look what
loved
I've done
it.
to the garage.
You won't see it from the inside.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose that's better
And
than the
it
Christmas
promoting a
lights.
good cause.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it could be worse.
Support your local scumbags.
Right, next point. All merch is now gone. It's gone.
Took long enough. didn't it?
Herms only lost one parcel out of 100 and something.
Which is not bad.
It's not bad.
Hermes, it's Hermes. Jack.
Yeah, whatever. Don't care. They're scumbags. And you know what thing they lost? The one I only ordered 3 of.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Have we made it up to said person?
New hats on order.
Oh, well, you've actually ordered another one of that one.
Yeah, not from them, from the
Oh.
new hat supplier.
Oh.
I've ordered
What a
about
new supplier.
30 hats from the new hat supplier because I am keeping stock this time.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not doing that bullshit again.
No pre-order. No. Not that we have the money to hold stock, but we're doing it because we can't be bothered with the fucking aggro.
Yeah, basically. It's easier to send it because it's at my house than wait for it.
Yeah.
And then I have people fucking barking down my neck. Not that anyone has done that. Thank you very much for being
Everyone has been
understanding.
super understanding. We really appreciate that because, as you guys well know, it's fucking it's a hard life running this podcast
Yeah.
and working all day. But no, you guys have been really understanding, and you understand that we're a small outfit and we're just getting going, and there are going to be a few issues. So yeah, no, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
You live and learn from what you do.
Yeah, we are still learning, and we are still fucking idiots.
With that in mind, keep an eye out on the website. New stuff is coming in thick and fast.
Oh, Marlon. Like what? Can you tell them?
No,
No, fuck them. Fuck the listeners.
literally, I'm not going to tell anyone. All of a sudden, everything's going to go live.
Boom.
Just waiting on a
Surprise!
yeah.
Surprise, motherfuckers.
I think I've got nearly
Bing
a
bong.
grand.
Fuck your life! Bing bang!
I've got about a grand's worth of stock in my game room at the minute.
There is no money in podcasting.
No, there's not. The majority of it is
Some broke ass bitches.
the majority of it is our money and
Yes.
some of the last drop paid for the new stuff.
Yeah.
Just waiting on some finalization designs for
Oh, it's
maybe new t-shirts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Once the
haven't-
t-shirts land, everything will be live.
Okay. Sweet.
Last point.
Oh yes.
Last
very
point.
important point. You'll
So-
be hearing about this for the first time. Maybe you too, Titch. I can't remember if we mentioned it. Did we speak to Titch last night?
No, we
were
didn't.
I was fairly pissed.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, check out our website, obviously. Look at our upcoming events page. We're doing an In the Doghouse pub crawl.
Oh yes.
So,
Yes.
Curb suggested it last year.
Shout
And I
out
thought
Curbs.
it's a little bit too close to Christmas. We'll wait till next year. And then Matt Pickford sent me a message just before Christmas saying we need to do a pub crawl. So, we're fucking doing it.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be me, Marlon, Titch, I'd say all the guests. And
Some special guests. We're not releasing any names
no,
yet.
I'd say like a lot of the people you've heard. Some people you really want to come. Some people you really don't want to come. I'm talking about you, kudos.
And then, so basically, we're going to probably do it in Wells, Somerset. We'll put a date up. I think we're looking towards the end of April,
yeah.
Sign me
just
up.
so everyone can get the dates squared up.
Yeah, that's like we're not. Well, it's not like we're charging money to do this. It's like
Oh,
the
no.
most. When it's the most unorganized. Just turn up. We're
Turn
going.
up. We're gonna
turn
start
up,
here.
We're going to the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna start here, and then we're gonna do like the Wells classic route, which I used to do back in the day.
Back in our younger days.
Um,
So that's Wells, Somerset, obviously, to all you
yeah, not
godless heathens.
Wales. WELLS.
It's a Bravo Alpha
Bravo Alpha 5.
5, yeah. So get that in your fucking Google Maps and try and work out where you're going to be, how you're going to get there, where you're going to stay, and how you're going to drag yourself out of that hedge in the morning.
Yeah.
Because we're going full fucking send.
Always. And I expect we'll end up in Kudos.
Ah, yes. Much to Kudos Keith's delight.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
leave Kudos to the next time he comes on this podcast to tell you about our night in Kudos.
I have heard about it. It's very interesting.
Interesting, yeah. How we managed to do what we did. But there we go. Right. Let's get back into our guests. So, guest questions. You've heard the podcast. You pretty much know what's coming. Let's start with Carl. What is your go-to drink, mate?
Has to be a nice wheat beer.
Ooh, a
Wheat
man
beer is
of
my
Belgian descent, I see.
Yes.
Why a wheat beer? Is it just because it's quite a niche beer, really, isn't it? It's not like it's not like I know most people say IPA or beer or lager or cider. It's just something you found and you just stuck with.
It was something I went to Poland a few times when my granddad was alive and just enjoyed it.
Yeah, they're
Wow,
big on that
absolutely.
over there in the continent, aren't they? Can
Yeah.
you get on the sesh on that though? Is it like
Kyle can.
But yeah, enjoy it a bit too much.
Yeah, way too much. We have one night that was pretty horrific. For me, not you.
Did he shit himself?
No. Thank God. I mean, I clean up shit for a living, but human shit is a whole nother level. Like, no. I wouldn't do that for him.
Tell us about this night.
So we went out for...
What is this night?
You don't
even
remember, I
remember.
don't expect.
I don't know where
went
this is
out-
going. Hold on.
we went out in Bristol, went to a German beer night with all my family. Like, I mean, to be fair, they're a bunch of pissheads anyway, so it's not like, oh my God, my family or whatever. No, they're a bunch of pissheads, so it's fine. But we went out, and I wasn't very well, so I only had like one wheat beer, and obviously they're massive, like,
Yeah, Steins, yeah.
steins. Yeah, like they do it like proper, like
Oh.
all the ladies are dressed in the bloody, like,
Bavarian sort
yeah.
of mini skirts, lederhosen.
Yeah. So it's like
things.
they made it like a proper like German beer.
Dancing
like,
on tables and
yeah. People were dancing on tables, and it was completely fine. Yeah,
proper
no, it was a good night.
Oktoberfest
I always
affair.
imagine, like, because they allow that, don't they? They let the people
Yeah.
dance on the tables.
Yeah.
What must their public liability be like? I bet
benches are bouncing, tables are
just
bending.
the fucking money they
Yeah,
spend on
if you-
insurance.
yeah,
Enough of my
Oh, they don't declare that, do they? He'd be all right, Chag.
enough of my boring query into
I think
insurance.
they just get you drunk enough that you won't fucking put a complaint in. To be honest.
very
But
You fall
true,
over,
yeah.
you fall over.
yeah, it's sort of that kind of thing. But yeah, we went there, and obviously I only had one. I wasn't feeling too great. Carl was having his fucking merry way. He was going through the beers like nothing. And then he was absolutely fine. Like, we drove home, absolutely fine, completely lucid. And then suddenly, we got home, I got him into bed, and he was like, I feel fucked. And I was like, what do you mean? Because I've never ever seen Carl drunk ever in my life. And he's like, I feel fucked. And he just looked at me, his eyes rolled back, he went bright white, and he just passed out. And I mean, I'm 5'0". Kyle was over 6 foot. He, like, as skinny as he is, he weighs a fucking ton. And I was like, what the fuck am I meant to do with him? So I had to, I'm not even joking, I had to sort of like proper, like, wrestle him to get him undressed and into bed.
Oh, we're taking advantage of him.
Yeah.
Wish my missus would wrestle me to get me undressed.
But I had to get him proper undressed, and it was the worst night of my life. And then he woke up like nothing fucking happened.
I'm quite good at that.
It was that dark lager. It was a fifth Stein dark lager. I thought, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, of course it was.
Fifth Stein of dark lager. That's like 10 fucking pints of dark lager. That shit's evil.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Find your limit that night, did you?
On the dark lager, yeah.
Yeah, I expect. So, Jessie, what is your go-to drink?
I'm a cider person.
And here I am pouring you fucking Budweiser.
Yeah, no,
I am
the
sorry.
Budweiser, it's acceptable. I'll drink. I'm not,
It's
I'm not
more than
that
acceptable.
fussy. I'm not a Budweiser person.
Me and you
per
both
se.
did.
We're just helping you get through it.
Yeah, we're just...
Get that kid gone. Get that kid gone.
Absolute pieces of shit.
Thank you, Carl. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I like a cider. I'm not fussy. I do like a good, just any cider. That's my sort of go-to. If I go to a pub, anything like that.
Any cider, I'm going to be.
Like
I'm
a
going
nice
to ask for
Thatcher's.
specifics. Yeah, we need to know. The people need to know.
Strongbow,
No, not
White
Strongbow.
Lightning.
Good
Good,
haze.
well done.
You like a good haze.
I like Thatchers.
yeah.
Any Thatchers, to be fair.
quarter leg.
Yeah, I do. I do like
Old
a little.
moot.
If I want to make sure that I'm sort of semi-sober, then I go for the fruity ciders.
It's because I find it's too sweet to drink too much of.
Oh, I like a
I
brother.
tell you what, the kiwi one, I can't think what it is. Kiwi and
That's
is it lime?
old moat or
Yeah, the old moot. The
That's
old moot.
good
That's good.
shit.
I can drink that because
Yeah.
it's not too sweet. But
Yeah.
I'm not too much of a sweet person, to be
And
fair.
it comes in those sort of 330 cans, so it's like
Yeah.
it's a manageable size.
Yeah, it's not bad. I can drink that quite happily. But yeah, if I don't want to get drunk, then that's what I sort of that's my go-to.
If I don't want to get drunk, that's
Yeah.
the
So
beer
isn't
I drink.
tonight being drunk?
I don't know what you're on about.
Curry night.
Let's not talk about that now.
I'll save that for the last question.
Yes, yes, yes. I was supposed to be having your night. Well, it wasn't me actually.
One was.
Sorry.
So, Kyle, night in, night out. What do you prefer?
I do prefer a good night in.
Go on, elaborate a little bit.
Controversial
What-
opinion, but I'll
What,
listen.
what we doing?
Jessie.
Yes, mummy.
She got red and everything.
She has that light above you.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, there's no hiding
Just
from the
chilling.
lighters.
Really?
Bit of
As most
Netflix
people
and
probably say,
chill,
exactly,
maybe a
just Netflix.
takeaway.
Yeah, I mean, where we live, I've got to drive to the takeaway, unfortunately. None of this Deliveroo.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, we don't get it down here. We got 2 places that deliver.
So really got to make an effort.
Yeah, no places deliver. I mean, we have 58 dogs. Like realistically, we don't live near
Neighbours.
basically anybody.
civilization.
Yeah.
Our next door neighbour's a garden centre.
That says it all, doesn't it?
So if you need some geraniums, you're sorted. If you want a chow mein, you're fucked.
Exactly, yeah.
Yourself, Jessie, night in, night out.
I'm a night in person, to be fair. If I get pushed to a night out, I love it. I love my time out, but if it was like pick or choose, I'm definitely a night in. I'm too fucking lazy to get ready.
Okay, yeah, I always think that for women. It must be such a fucking
It's
ball
a
ache.
ball ache. Like, no.
Got to get ready at 4 o'clock to be here.
Yeah,
I actually did as well, yeah.
and it's an audio podcast.
I had to have a shower. I mean, is there anything you want me coming in and smelling of wet fucking dog? Like,
I think we're used to it, really.
I think of fucking shit anyway, so I shouldn't worry too
I
much.
didn't want to say anything, but
Fuck off, you prick.
a night in, definitely. But I mean, Carl makes it sound so much nicer than what it is. I mean, I tend to watch like serial killer shit.
Like
Oh,
every
mate,
woman. What? I got a tangent now. What is it with women in this
She's
serial
plotting.
killer thing?
Oh,
Planning.
yeah.
It's planning.
I'm meant to be getting married in 5 months and she's planning my death already.
We will take out life
I'm
insurance.
going to say, you have
though.
life
right.
insurance, don't you?
Doghouse has got your back, mate. We'll look after you.
This is evidence. This is evidence. This is admissible in court.
Recorded evidence.
That's definitely not true because Jack definitely told me that he would help me bury the body. So
You fucking snake.
Absolute piece of shit.
I brought you into this life
I could take you out.
and you're treating me like that. Door's always open. Not anymore, cunt. Should have fucking drove myself here tonight.
So you're chilling in your loungewear, watching your serial killer shit, bottle of rosé, fucking.
no, not
bag of
rose.
sweet-
Fuck that.
Ooh, that's a
No.
controversial opinion for all the female listeners. No, I'm sure 90% of our female listeners now say, I don't fucking drink that shit either.
Yeah.
No. Oh god, I used to drink that so much when I was younger. Oh, it's disgusting. I don't even know why I did it. I feel like I'm going through like a semi-midlife crisis because I've got such an obsession with white wine at the minute.
Ooh.
You're a white wine witch.
Yeah. I mean, a white wine bitch, I would say more so, but
Well, I don't fucking say it. You're punching distance from me.
Oh, no.
I'm a red wine man, personally.
Yeah, I'm getting onto the red wine now.
That is a sign of fucking
Yeah.
old man.
you're old.
As
Old,
I get old, the
can.
more I appreciate it. I got to be like semi-bollocks before I start it.
The thing is, I drink a bottle of wine, I'm going to bed. It just puts me to fucking sleep.
Yeah, wine
straight
fucks
away.
you over.
It does, doesn't it? I don't know what it is about wine. It's not even that fucking strong. It's like, what? What's a decent wine? Like 7-8%?
No, what the fuck are you drinking?
Oh, do you know what? I don't even look at the percentages anymore. No, it's like 14, 13. Is that right? For wine? Yeah, that's right.
Like
yeah.
you go in nice and strong, like 14%.
I was thinking of special brew. Sorry, my apologies. They're easy to get
Absolute
mixed up.
going mild.
Yeah, man. That's fucking... Yeah, so, right. Kyle, what is the most mental thing that happened to you on a night out? Has he done
Long
some
time
prep? Oh, he has. Go on. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Long time ago, because we haven't had a mental night out. apart
Honestly,
from you.
we've been together like 7 years now, and since we've been together, we've just become old fogies.
Yeah, but you
So-
do, naturally you do that. I
Yeah.
mean, we are still full senders, but 6 days a week, I'm just fucking chilling.
I'm a vegetable.
You are a fucking potato.
I love potatoes.
There's another soundboard button.
Make a mental note of that. 31, 33.
Oh fucking hell! Oh, sorry, Kyle.
Oh,
Your missus is stealing the limelight with her one-liners.
This is why I brought her. Anything she says is recorded.
Woohoo!
Mental night out probably a long time ago because I haven't been out really. Don't go out, living in the sticks.
Sorry.
Backflips on the beach was my mental night out. Drink influenced.
Did you complete said backflips?
Kind of, if you class landing on a rock and dislocating and fracturing your collarbone.
Oh
A
shit!
10 out of 10 for effort.
I tried, but the one part on that sandy beach, there was a big rock.
1 out of 10 for execution. Like.
Yeah.
You gave it full send and you fucked it.
Hmm.
Was it like sticking out shit? Or not like out the skin, but was it like you could see that it was broke?
Yeah,
So as you
clearly.
can probably tell, I lived in Newcastle at the time.
I
The
honestly
accent.
didn't notice the
No,
accent.
no one could know. I got
my
a friend of
dad.
mine to pop it back in. And then I walked 3 miles home and no one was home. So I sat and played on the Xbox for about 3 hours until mother came home. When she eventually got home,
I done a thing.
I said, yeah, I think I need to go A&E. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. I took the bone right off the end of my collarbone.
Shag.
What led up to? I know. I am actually when I drink, I am a professional gymnast.
Alcohol.
Kyle thinks he's good at everything, to be quite honest, sober or drunk. So, I mean, alcohol just gives him that emphasis to be like,
Li-
oh yeah, look at what I can do.
Little bit of extra confidence.
Yeah.
Speaking as a professional mechanic myself, I can assure you that is how it goes. Is that right, Marlon?
Front flips weren't enough. Had to be a backflip.
Yeah, with a rock that
I've
you
never
couldn't
thought
see in the
about that.
sound.
I've never tried to backflip being drunk. Maybe later.
John, if you're like 6 foot summit, that is you
He's not built for backflips.
Yeah.
A lot of length to flip, isn't it?
So you see a lot of these Chinese gymnasts. We're not that, are
I
we?
can't even touch my toes.
No, we're.
I tried once. I pulled my back out.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
You're one of the most unflexible human I've ever
Yeah,
met.
no.
It
They went that way.
I sit in a van for too long doing some electrics and I get up and I feel, oh my.
Yeah, that's it. Do you get cramp as well sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
that's
is this
real
fucking
killer.
boomer talk?
Oh, codgers.
I'm gonna say it all on my back. Fuck's sake. Anyway, enough. Jessie, most mental thing that happened to you on a night out.
I don't know. I've had a couple, to be fair. Before I met Kyle, I got taken home by the police a couple of times.
Oh, yes.
Absolute scumbag.
Don't just fucking brush over it.
No, I didn't do it. No, it wasn't me that was in trouble.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't actually, to be fair. Well, I mean, I was underage drinking, but bar that, I was all right. Like, I hadn't done anything wrong. And basically, the people I was with, the guy that was driving was illegally driving. And then, so he got done. And then the cop was like, oh, we're going to have to take you back to the station. I was like, oh, well, which way are you going? He was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm going out to sort of like Streetway. And I was like, oh, you can drop me home. And he was like, yeah, all right then. I was like, oh, I ain't got, like, I need to get home because my mum's going to fucking kill me if she ain't going to see me in the house. Because I snuck out. I wasn't the best child.
You were a little bastard. You were a fucking hood rat, is what you were.
was.
To be fair, if
you
you-
were a fucking hood rat.
If you had heard some of the stories of my mum, it's nothing compared to my mum. So, I mean...
Right, so next week we're going to get
we're going to get Smasher Smith in, which is my mother.
Good old Mama Jean.
But yeah, no. So the copper drove me home, which was great. He literally drove me outside of my house. Fabulous. And then in the meantime, I was like, oh, what's the craziest thing you fucking seen? Like, have you seen murders or like what not? Have you seen like all this shit go down? He's like, yeah, actually. And he proper went into depth, what I'm pretty sure he shouldn't have done. But he was like,
he was
no.
having a little therapy session with himself.
Yeah, he was like some of the worst things I've seen. He's like, I've seen like literally a guy get stabbed. He said, I've seen a guy get his throat slit, and I was like, savage. He's like, probably the worst thing I've seen. He said, was this motorcyclist got his head. He went to go between two lorries, and obviously they didn't see him. And he said he got his helmet wedged between the two lorries.
Oh.
And then he just got dragged. Yeah, and he was like, that was pretty savage. So I was like, sound okay, I'm going to go home now.
So the most mental thing that happened to you on a night out was listening to someone else's mental night out.
Oh, honestly, honestly, I couldn't believe it. But no, on another note, like me and Carl went out in Newcastle when we were first together. Obviously, he just moved down.
Why?
So he brought me up to Newcastle. We met some of his friends and whatnot. I mean, they were...
Geordie Shore lot.
Yeah, they were pretty fucking crazy, to be honest. I was like, holy shit.
The
But
further north you go, the more senders you find.
it's the women I can't get over. I was there like in a jumper, a coat. I was like, this is fucking
they're
freezing.
full spec, mind.
Nothing.
They're tarted up like they're looking for a husband at a gypsy wedding.
Yeah, like
I know the ones.
nothing. I was like, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't have any fucking toes after like 2 hours. But yeah, no, we went out and like it was all going well. We went to Spoons, didn't we? It was like, fine. Went in, had a couple of drinks. They were like, oh yeah, let's go to this other bar. And I was like, yeah, Sam, let's go. So we went. On the way walking, all we see is this little Chinese man. I'm not joking. He's probably like, he was, what, 4 foot? He was smaller than me, wasn't he? Yeah. And then he just suddenly came out and he had this fucking, like, spanner. A massive fucking spanner. And he was threatening to beat the shit out of this girl. I was like, what the hell is happening? We literally just walked around a corner. Like, nothing was happening, having a good laugh. And there's just this Chinese guy, like, threatening to beat the hell out of this girl with a spanner. So we just sort of went, okay, we're going to move on.
Yeah,
Got a big old 36 out. Laying down hammer time.
I'm just gonna take her with me. Like
that was his apprentice, and
Nothing's
he was
happening.
wondering why she was not at the plumbing job that morning with the pipe wrench.
Honestly, potentially it could be. I mean, it was Newcastle. So.
Anything up for a man? I have no
But
idea.
yeah, no, we were just
a different
like,
world up there,
I was
isn't
like,
it?
okay, let's go.
Off we
Just took
go.
this girl with me, and he's like there, like proper waving this spanner around. And I was like, we're gonna leave. No one called the police. No one thought that was an issue. So we just went, and then went to this other bar. And then this girl that I like basically took with me that was gonna be beating the shit out of, she was like, oh yeah, do you want to go to the toilet? I was like, yeah, you know what girls are like. You all go to the toilet together.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And like, I want to go to the loo anyway. Went to the loo, sat down, having a wee, minding my own business. 3 other girls in the toilet with me. And then she goes, oh, she wants some cocaine. I was like,
Yes, please.
I'm good. I was like, but don't mind me. Like, I'm just going for a piss. You just do you.
You do you, boo.
They were literally just sniffing lines like nothing. I was like,
Sounds
so
like
this is Newcastle.
unpaid drug debt by the sounds of
It's a
things.
different world up there.
I can imagine. I've been as far north as the Wirral for a night out, and that which is a peninsula just off of Liverpool, and that blew my fucking mind. So anyone from that far north, shout out! You guys know how to fucking send it because.
It's
Keen
a
for the
whole
bar
nother
call or
level.
no? So, what do you do?
So, I mean, technically, I'm a supervisor at a retail store. So I do that part-time. And then part-time I work at the kennels. Yeah, no, my parents have owned... My dad's been running a kennel for over 60 years.
Maybe just get on to the point. Jessie's dad
He's ancient.
is 85. Jessie's 23.
So if you're wondering if you can still have kids over the age of 60, yes, you can.
God, your old man. What? I mean, I don't hand this award out very often, but what a top shagger.
Yeah.
Living his best life.
Yeah, fucking right.
I mean, my mum is 20 years younger.
Again, top shagger.
If you want to know the real story, it is the true cheaper by the dozen. Jessie's one of 12.
They're not all my dad's.
Oh.
They're all my mum's, but they're not all my dad's.
What's going on here?
I'm
Breeding.
dog breeding, child breeding. I get it.
Right,
Top
okay.
shaggers. I was going to ask if you were from travelling stock, but
Surprise? No.
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 Are you Catholic?
No.
Your dad is just a top shagger.
Yeah,
And you...
yeah.
I didn't want to offend your mum.
My mum just obviously really likes children, so
Somebody has to.
Some paedophile joke there somewhere, Marlon. I'm going to leave it. So, your dogs. What you previously mentioned, you have 58.
yeah.
That is owned by yourselves.
So me and my mum. So it's a bit of a complicated thing. So basically,
Sounds like it.
there's 2 affixes. So they're like I don't know how to explain it. So you know, like the Kennel Club. You register your dogs.
Yeah,
so,
I had a pedigree Rottweiler years ago, so I kind of remember
yeah, so
all
they
that
have like a
fucking
name
shit.
in front of them or
Yeah,
whatever
it was
for their
Fox Bride
official
was the
for
our
their
dog was
official
Fox
name.
Bride Rainstorm because
Yeah.
it was a Fox Bride project.
Kennel, yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
yeah. So you have like kennel names. So if you're in it long term, you tend to make your own kennel name and then you move from there. So like in your pedigree, then they'll see names, say like Black Ice or whatever. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, I know who bred that. I know who owned that. I know who was
Right.
that owner of that breeder of that dog or whatever. So me and my mum are in one kennel name together.
Yeah.
And then my dad is in a separate one and he's in the transition of changing his kennel name to go into partnership with my sister.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we have different interests in different dogs. So we have a lot of dogs, but we don't all like the same dogs.
Yeah, you like a certain one, and
Yeah.
then your dad likes a different breed.
Yeah, so so for me and my mum, we have Alaskan Malamutes and Japanese Spits. And then my dad he's had Shih Tzus for, well, Shih Tzus are the correct term, but Shih Tzus, everyone knows them as. He's had them for all his life. He's always had Shih Tzus, so he's got them. He's had Yorkshire Terriers, Maltese. What else has he had? Pomeranians.
Oh, I love a Pomeranian. It's like a big fluff ball.
They are little fluff
They're
balls, aren't
absolute savages.
they? Yeah.
So-
Everyone tells me they're little cunts.
They are absolute savages.
Oh yeah, small dog syndrome, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Proper
true.
like Napoleon type thing.
Napoleons.
So, for anyone that doesn't know, what is an Alaskan Malamute?
So the easiest way to describe it, which I hate,
It's a husky.
is a big
Don't
husky.
start. Do not start.
I hate
that.
it. I hate it so much because
That
huskies.
was said in jest. I do know the difference. Don't worry.
But yeah, no. Like the easiest way is they are a bigger version of a husky. They're heavier set. They're taller. They're just a bigger dog all round. But they look similar to a husky, but they never have blue eyes. So if you buy a Malamute with blue eyes, it ain't a Malamute.
It's a husky.
You've been done, sunshine.
Yeah.
So, how did you? Obviously, you got into it from your parents, I assume. That's just they've always been dog breeders and dog rearers.
Yeah. So
and
my dad
rearers,
has,
is that the right
rearers,
term?
yeah, sort of, yeah, it is like that. But yeah, no.
Crazy fucking dog people.
Yeah, just absolutely like crazy. My dad had a really stable job and he just went one day, he had a couple of dogs. He's like, do you know what? I really want to just see where this goes. He said, I'm going to put all my time into it.
And Kyle, how did you get dragged into this mess?
He met
I
me.
met Jessie at college, and yeah, I kind of made her miss a bus one day. Made her get in the car to drive her home.
You a hustler, baby.
Yeah.
Honestly, he was an absolute weirdo, to be quite honest.
She hated me. She fucking hated me. But made her miss a bus, dropped her off home, and then, talking, popped up on Facebook one day. Small world. And then, yeah,
No,
didn't
you're just
know
really good
anything
at
about
searching.
it. No, I've always grew
Proper
up with dogs.
stalked me, like
Oh,
creeper
don't
stalked
start.
me.
It
Yes,
was
you
unsuggested
did.
friends on Facebook.
I can imagine that. He looks the type.
Yeah.
Don't start.
He looks the type. You fucking asshole.
I'm just going to leave.
So, have you always been into dogs yourself?
I've always been around dogs. Now, my father used to be a prison dog handler.
What is...
So,
wow, hang on,
yes.
hold up. What is a prison dog handler? Is that for the ones that search the cells and shit?
Yeah, so searching cells, just obviously general maintenance, keeping an eye on everyone.
Yeah.
Just, look at me, I've got a dog. If you decide to attack me, the dog's going to bite your balls off.
Are they trained to bite balls?
Arms, limbs, anything really.
Anything
Anything they
they
can
get
hold
a
of.
teeth in.
Yeah, exactly. So my father, I've always been around German Shepherds.
Oh, yeah.
So I've always had German Shepherds. He's still got German Shepherds. And ever since loved dogs. Grew up with them, had them. Yeah, I've always just had a love for dogs.
So when you rocked up at her yard the first time, you were like, holy shit.
No, it was pitch black darkness and I could not see anything.
All you could hear was the hounds baying in the background. Like, what the fuck is going on?
She told me I seen a profile picture, her and a dog. Oh, she's got Alaskan Malamutes.
Well, you didn't know they were Alaskan
Didn't know how many
Malamute, but,
fucking
yeah.
dogs she had. Fuck me.
Where's that dog
Just
in your
like a normal
profile picture?
person,
Oh,
she's
he's
got
over there
one
with
to
the other
one.
fucking
She's got
58.
one or two,
Yeah.
She's got one on her profile. She's got one Alaskan Malamute. Fuck me. Full license kennel going on. Jesus Christ.
So when you say full license kennel, what is a full license kennel?
So-
It's not a boarding kennel,
No,
I
no, no.
assume.
So it's a breeding kennel.
Fuck's sake, I thought I was going to save myself some fucking boarding kennel fees when I go to Miami, but obviously fucking not.
No,
I know some
We
good
used
dog
to
boarders
board.
for you if you want.
Well, I've got one, and I think they're all very expensive. It doesn't change, does it? £760 to have my 3 dogs for 2 weeks.
What about friends and family discount?
I am not friends with my dog kennel, I can tell you that. I don't particularly like them, and I don't like the man that runs it, but he's the only one in the near area that takes, in his own words, Asbo dogs. And
Fuck your life! Bing bang!
And Vincent, as we all well know, is a fucking Asbo dog. Not that you tell, because he is full slobbing, but he is an asshole.
And he's quiet as well tonight.
He is. He's not snoring. That's amazing.
Yet.
That's true. So yeah, going back to it before I got off on another tangent. What is a 5-star licensed kennel?
So basically, the new regulations came in 3 years ago for licensing. Obviously, they're trying to cut down on puppy farms, especially in Wales.
Absolutely.
So the whole
disgusting.
Yeah. So the whole thing changed. So it's basically a hell of a lot of paperwork, which is 90% pointless.
Yeah.
And then they look at the dog's care, the size of their pens and stuff like that. So you have really strict regulations. So to have the 5-star, you have to meet. You've got like a higher criteria. So you don't breed from dogs over 18 months. You don't.
18 months.
Yeah, 18 months.
Really?
Yeah. So it's really hard in that sense because they put a sort of a boundary in at 18 months. But like for a Pomeranian, they're fully mature at about 7 months, 8 months.
Nobody would know.
No, but they are. So they're fully mature dogs. So you leaving them to 18 months, their fertility actually goes down.
It drops off, yeah.
So because they mature a lot faster. A Malamute, I wouldn't breed from a Malamute until it's 2 years old at least. So it's one of those things. I mean, it's a really, really complicated thing. It's honestly, it's like, I've not even seen a wad of paper like it. It's like this.
It's like a Bible full.
Yeah.
Who's your regulatory authority for that?
So we are with South Somerset District Council. So they actually have obviously all the councils are mixing together now I
It's
think.
all changed now, isn't it?
I didn't know if there was like a specific government body. Like
No, so
I know,
It won't be like RSPB.
No.
That's for the birds.
But yeah, no, you have like in there you have like obviously like a management group that deal with just licensing. So that's boarding license, breeding licenses, everything.
I imagine they're fucking morons as well.
Oh, they're all right actually.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Well, if we keep
on the right side
our
of
one,
them.
yeah,
So
we're
they-
all right.
I assume they, like, when they come to you, they know what they're talking about. They're not.
To an extent, you get
Right.
occasionally like we had a new person come in,
Yeah, a
and you
couple
can
of
tell
rough
he's
ones.
a paperwork man. And he came in and he was like, okay, so what have you got this? Have you got this? Have you got this? And we were like, do you want to see the dogs? Do you want to see the kennels? Do you want to see?
No, he just wants to see paperwork.
And
He
he
just wants
Just
to
to see
yeah,
how
he
much they're being
just-
fed.
he literally just wanted to see that we have like
Feeding plans.
Yeah, feeding plans.
Health plan, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, not even that.
What?
No. So like weight charts for the puppies, which is acceptable. That's absolutely fine. I agree
Yep.
with weight charts once a week. You make sure they're all putting on weight. It's
Yeah,
not
of course.
Yeah.
Not a straggler coming in or whatever.
Checking
Yeah.
on your daily live weight.
Yeah, and then you've got to have like a fire safety report. But the problem is, like with our kennels are so spread out. If you have a fire in one, you would move it to the other. You would move the dogs to the other kennel.
use a bit of common sense.
Yeah, and they no. You have
the
to
council
have
don't
all,
have common sense.
Yeah, all sort of things planned out. So for us, we've got 2 sets of main kennels, and then we got runs for the other dogs.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have, in case of a fire happens in any of them, what we do. When logically, if there's a fire in one place, you move them to the other kennels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not acceptable. You have to have a full plan in place.
And I imagine, like most regulatory bodies, every year they bring in new rules.
It's not been too bad.
Oh, really?
It's not been too bad. We
Aren't
have.
you lucky?
Yeah, I think we're just very
all
lucky.
the truckers out there going, you fucking bastards.
I think anyone applying for a license, good luck, because they're being very harsh on new licensing. But obviously, my dad's had a license since 1990 something, so he's been it right from the licensing came in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a funny thing, the licensing, because obviously the licensing for us is really, really strict. And then in most places in England, they're really, really strict on it, but it's really hard to enforce. So if you've got people,
Well, same as every other law in the
Yeah.
fucking
yeah.
UK.
So if you're part of it, that's amazing because you're doing the best things you can do
That you're
for
getting
the animals.
scrutinised the fuck out of.
But there's such a bad reputation to licensed breeders because they just think of Wales and the puppy farmers and the people
We're
that
really shitting on
out.
Wales today, aren't we? Fucking Welsh.
But it's not all of them. It's not. I know some people in Wales, and they're great. They're great breeders.
I actually
But
bought my Rottweiler from Wales, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's I'm sure it's more prevalent
the
in
stigma,
Wales.
the stigma's there, and it's there for everybody because they think if they hear licensed breeder, they're like, oh my god, they must breed loads of puppies and not
Millions.
care about anything. So I think it's that fear. But I think when you go to the kennels and you meet the dogs and stuff like that, you can get a sense that they're actually well cared for.
What on average? How many litters do you have a year?
Oh God.
Depending on which breed.
We normally have a max of 2 Malamute litters a year.
Oh, really? So not a huge amount then?
No, because Malamutes are a difficult dog.
We've only got about 12 Malamutes.
No, we haven't.
12, 11?
Yeah,
No, we've
shut
got-
up, Carl.
We've got a couple of more than that because we've got the puppies.
Oh, yeah.
Only. Oh, we've only got.
Because we've got Indian and Torvi.
Carl's counting
Carl's
on
gonna
his
count.
fingers.
But yeah, so Malamutes, we only tend to have 2 litters a year because Malamutes are difficult dogs. And the people that want Malamutes 90% of the time aren't suitable for them.
13.
Yeah, they want the look of the dog.
Yeah.
They don't want
They don't think about the actual process to making them a great dog.
Is
Yeah.
it a? I'm assuming because it looks like a husky. It wants walking like a husky.
Mine, honestly,
I
are
think
like
you say husky once more, she's going to fucking drop you, son.
Huskies are quite intelligent dogs and they're very, very active. It's one of the main reasons we didn't have one of them. Because they can climb 6-foot fencing, they can dig under concrete. Yeah, if they want to get
Under
out,
concrete.
yeah, if they want to get out, they will get out at
Very
They're like
determined.
no matter
Rats.
what. No matter if they lose teeth, no matter if they lose nails, they don't care. But
Committed
I'm not
dog.
saying all Huskies are like that. You get your laid back ones and whatnot.
That's
but
right, you can shit on the huskies, you shit on the
But-
Welsh. Let's get
Yeah, anyone else keen for it?
Chinese, they in for it as well
Just
now?
going from
I've already
all.
done them, fuck it.
But yeah, no, my Malamutes. I'm not saying all, but my Malamutes are very laid back. They're like couch potatoes.
They
They
sleep
like
all day if you let them.
Yeah, they love the sun, which is completely wrong because they're an Arctic breed. But
Yeah.
my lot
Yeah.
absolutely love sunbathing.
But you have they're an Arctic breed bred in Somerset, effectively. So
Yeah, but I've got dogs from Malta. I've had dogs from France, Italy. My new one's from Sicily.
all hot places.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not had one from Russia or Siberia yet.
No, not yet. Not yet. Plans, but not yet.
I want to ask you a little bit about the dog breeding aspect of it, both of you. I want to know your opinions on, I'm sure most people want to know, current dog prices. What the fuck is going on?
It's just silly, isn't
Anything over £2,000's ridiculous.
it? Yeah.
I, as a man who, I remember you could buy a Jack Russell for £80. £80, you go down to the pub, shag it out a litter, you'd have a Jack Russell for £80.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those. It's a difficult one because obviously we spend a lot of money dog showing.
I can understand that,
So we spend a lot of money dog showing and importing and stuff. One of my dogs alone costs £5,000 just to come into the country.
Not just to get it
Just
here.
to get him
Yeah,
there.
a friend of mine, some sort of distant family of mine, moved to another country and then came back again. And I think it was 14 grand to get the dogs there and back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, crazy money, Marlon.
It's amazing
Crazy.
how much it's changed now as well, because we done Belgium dog showing.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
the European showing.
And
but
just to take a dog over was fine. You'd pay for the euro to no bring the dog back.
the passport, yeah.
Get a worming pill done.
Obviously, with Brexit, that fucked me over. So the passport doesn't work now. Obviously, we don't have a passport into Europe.
Oh, so they're not recognised.
No, so we don't. So basically, the Europe. This is where they messed up on it because the European passport still works to come into the country to here. So their European passport works to come into here to the UK.
But our European
But we
doesn't.
don't actually have a passport for dogs anymore. We have a 10-piece document
Oh, nice.
that you have to pay for each time because it only lasts 3 months. And that's sort of £150 to £200 depending on your vets. And
So-
that's for per dog.
So what you're saying is, they can come over here,
Yeah.
coming over here, bringing their dogs.
Yeah, they just fucked us over, basically, with the dogs. The dogs, yeah, complete fuck up.
with the dog prices at the moment and all this shit. And I know you, as you know, 5-star kennels, you know, obviously invest a huge amount of time, money, and effort into your stock, as it were, breeding stock.
Yeah.
And would you classify them as pets?
They're my babies. I love them
Yeah.
all. But yeah, if you spoke to my dad, who's very much a business person, he would say that.
I am a businessman.
doing business
Doing
things.
business things.
Yeah, he would technically class them as stock in that sense because obviously they are in
And
the
he
sense
is-
of accounts and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
class them. They go on to a stock list.
They're
and-
like livestock in
Yeah,
a way. Yeah.
yeah.
And I get that must
because
be.
he's older generation. He's old school.
yeah, he's 85. Like he's gonna die in like 10 years. Like he's
Wow, that got morbid real
Fuck your
fast.
life! Bing bang!
Dang.
So yeah, I mean, I know it's going to be quite difficult for a lot of people to get their heads around, like thinking as dogs, which are well known as pets, to think of them as stock. But it's the same as cows, if you know what I mean.
When you breed, I don't. To be fair, that I love all my dogs and I can't help it. But there is that sense of they're there for a purpose to breed healthy puppies to carry on the lineage of that breed. So yeah,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, and I know both sides of it. So for the people that would say $2,000 for a fucking dog is extortionate, you're just trying to make a shitload of money. And you're thinking you have 7 puppies in a litter, let's say that's $14,000 from one litter. You're doing 2 litters a year just on your Malamutes, that's $28,000. People might think it's extortionate. But I understand the other side of the coin where it's kind of a controversial opinion. I bought Norman, a French Bulldog, and I bought him about 6 years ago. I bought him for £900. Fucking bargain.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
That was
definitely.
to be fair, that was not far off the going rate. I mean, they were sort of £1,000 to £1,500 for like a nice one with papers and all that shit. Now, it's going to sound real horrible, and I don't want people to take it the wrong way, and if you do, I don't care. But because it was such a popular dog back then and still is, if you had a litter of French Bulldogs and you charged £300 each for them, any fucking idiot could buy one.
This is the thing.
Because as I'm sure you know, with your Malamutes and all the other breeds that you have, it's such a specialised breed. Especially with Norman, I mean, the breathing issues. He had brachyslavalic, and he's we've spent about nearly $2,000 on rhinoplasty and a shortening of his soft palate.
Yeah.
Whereas, and we knew all of that, and we were going into it. Spend that money, that's what we're going to have to do. I mean, that's not saying that there aren't people out there who will pay $2,000 for a French Bulldog and then give it up because the vet's bills are fucking crazy. But if you charge £300 for a dog like that, any fucking idiot can buy one.
This is the thing. So
you've got.
You need to be able to support it.
I don't want to say it, and I don't want it to come across the wrong way, but you have to price out the people that can't afford to maintain a dog like that. And I know that sounds horrible and sounds awfully fucking pompous and Tory of me, but it's kind of right.
It's better for the dog.
If you can't afford a $2,000 dog, you aren't going to be able to afford the $2,000 vet's bills.
Yeah, so we charge $1,500 for our Malamutes.
That's cheap, I thought.
Which is not a bad price for a Mal.
well,
I mean, they vary.
I know somebody that paid $3,000 for a retriever last year.
But that's your greeders. That's people that.
Oh, greeders! I like that.
Your greeders, because they picked up on the market. Because obviously,
getting in terms now.
With Brexit and everything, it withheld, and obviously, they got really harsh on importing. And you had a lot of illegal importing from Romania to Ireland.
Yeah, I heard about
and then obviously that got cut.
Dogs in fucking suitcases.
The actual, so the dogs, so your puppy imports dropped dramatically. So there was actually like a puppy shortage.
Well, that was why all the rescue centres got emptied, didn't they? Which is fucking good.
Yeah, which is amazing. I mean, that was the best bit about
Every
it.
dog
Really.
needs a home.
Yeah.
Fucking right. Two of mine are rescues.
A home.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that was the best bit about it. But yeah, because there was a puppy shortage, there was the big thing where people sort of picked up on that and thought, well, you know what, I can charge $3,000 and someone's going to pay it.
Yeah.
We never changed our prices. That's not the kind of people we are.
Yeah. You're not in it for money.
It's not. The money literally covers the expenses to run the kennel, to do our dog showing and whatnot. And I mean,
The prices are set as being responsible breeders.
yeah, like
even
if
during lockdown.
the £1,500 obviously seems like to some people, oh yeah, that's a lot of money, but
It's not really though,
it
is
costs you a lot to feed them because they need a proper diet.
And you have to obviously the mother and father, they're thousands of pounds.
Yeah, so like we had it with obviously one of my boys, Luigi, bless his heart, I love him to death. He cost me $5,000 to get just into the country, and then he decided to break a tooth before he was 6 months, so he had to go to doggy dentist. And I recommend anybody that's looking to go into a career to go into doggy dentistry because it costs £250 an hour.
What?
I have
Right, fuck the Land Rovers.
I have three
Go into
teeth.
doggy dentistry.
Three
honestly.
teeth removed from my beagle. It cost me 360
No,
quid.
if you go to the professionals,
No, I'm not saying that, but I thought that was extortionate.
it is a lot. It's ridiculous. I mean, the prices for anything to do with dogs.
Vets are fucking thieves. I'll say it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
are. It is a fucking racket. I swear to God.
Yeah, no, honestly,
It's fucking
shit.
ridiculous.
It's shit. Like we had it with we just had one of our poms neutered, so obviously had to be anaesthetised to have that done. So we're like, oh, while he's down, can you just clean his teeth and take out any that need to be removed?
Yeah.
I mean, Pom's teeth last 4 years if you're lucky.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so yeah, they're not built to last. So while they did that, they then charged us the same fee as just having his teeth cleaned on top of his castration.
Oh, that's so nice of them.
I know.
Wow, so kind,
I know.
vets.
Yeah.
That's it. Our local vet, Tank had his bollocks off.
Why are you down there, Shaq?
Literally, she said, "Oh, while he was there, we noticed he needed 2 teeth taken out. We took them out. There's no charge."
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
bloody good. That is bloody good because your vets will get you
Not-
on anything, to be honest.
I am surprised at that. They've just took his manhood, so they maybe felt a little bit sorry for him because he had a big set of bollocks.
Yeah, big set of stones.
Yeah.
In that same vein, so why did you have did you say Shih Tzu or Pomeranian? Sorry, I forgot.
Pomeranian.
Castrated.
Pomeranian.
Pomeranian. As a breeder, why did you have it castrated?
So, what we do, which sounds horrible, because
No, no,
I love all the dogs, but obviously as a breeding kennel, you have to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So some of the dogs that are getting older, and like the Poms, we're coming out of the Poms. Because I mean, we've been very lucky. We've never had any health issues with dogs that we've bred. But there is a lot of health issues in the Pomeranians.
Yeah.
There's a lot of they've got this condition with their heart that no one talks about. So they literally can be fine 1 minute, and then basically their heart just stops pumping,
Oh, nice.
and they'll just drop dead. Yeah.
Fuck.
And none of the breeders tell you that. So
Well,
I
they
mean,
won't do, will they? Like,
no, there's no honesty and openness in it. So we decided to come out of them just for that rate, because obviously when you're buying dogs in, you're trusting the people that have bred them to have bred healthy dogs. And we bought a couple of dogs in that actually did do that. And luckily we never bred from them. We had them.
Oh shit.
And we never bred from them. But so we decided to come out of the Poms. So Jasper is he's potentially going to a nice little pet home with one other dog.
Little retirement
right.
home.
Yeah,
like.
so
Oh,
that's
so-
what we call it, like retirement.
So they go to somebody who wants a pet. and
Yeah, so
that's
just a
why-
pet, and obviously castrating, neutering, anything like that, you're ensuring
Yeah,
they're
definitely.
going for that reason.
That's it.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's hugely. It's the same why, obviously, when you get a dog from a rescue centre like Vince,
Yeah.
I got him, and as much as I'd loved to have bred from him, he's he's a fat slob now, but rest assured, in his day, he was
pram
he was a-
fighting.
He was a pram fighting boy, and yeah, I'd like to kept his stones on him and bred from him, but at the same time, like you say, it's a responsible thing to do. Especially the RSPCA, they're trying to limit the amount of fucking
Yeah.
dogs that are out there,
Yeah.
and by castrating or spaying dogs, you're ensuring
You're
that.
trying to control the amount of dogs that are being bred, and if
Yeah.
they're being bred for the right reasons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of ours, before they leave, they get castrated or neutered, or spayed or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so before they leave, then they go for forever homes. I mean, some stay because you have that a complete attachment to them. Like we have Arlo, who's like our baby.
I have seen various videos of Arlo, and he looks like the fucking boy, Kyle.
I love Arlo.
Is he your boy?
Yeah, he comes with me everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah,
You go to work with you as well, then?
Yeah, he did. He's not loud anymore.
He did till he got banned.
What did he?
Oh, what did he-
What did he do?
He
to
didn't
get-
do anything. It's just we're being a bigger company now.
Oh,
And
so
You have to
can't
be
have a large
professional.
dog walking around the workshop.
oh,
So-
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny. At my place, we got
It's
4
like,
dogs
it's
walking
like
around.
fucking doggy daycare up your yard.
Yeah.
I'd have all the dogs with me. It's
The
great.
thing is, as long as they
I use them as
behave,
therapy pets.
they're not up to no good.
That's
I
it.
don't see the problem in it, but their company is growing, so they're looking to be more professional.
I get it
and
in a
they
sense,
find
yeah.
like for people coming in and stuff like that to see a dog just wandering around the workshop.
Also,
they don't wanna-
Arlo, as much as fluffy and cute as he is a rather intimidating large
Yeah.
dog. And I'm not, as an owner of that thing that's led next to you, I understand, like, they're cute and they're cuddly and they're fucking idiots and they wouldn't hurt a fly, but
I said I'm not the biggest fan of big dogs. That's why both of my dogs are less than a foot tall.
We'll have to bring one day.
That's
The only thing
But-
Arlo would do would lick you to death.
yeah.
but
But
like, understanding how it could
for
be
someone from the outside, they
Yeah.
don't know that.
They
Yeah,
look
this is
threatening.
the difference.
Yeah.
They do. They look like quite a big, scary dog.
if you're coming in to buy a 90 grand van off you, Kyle, and there's some fucking
Wolf.
Malamute. Yeah, absolutely.
Take me out to dinner, baby.
Yeah, if Shaggy, who's got fucking 200 grand in his pocket, about to drop 2 vans on you, he sees that thing and goes, yeah, I'll go down the road.
You're not leaving until you buy the van. Arlo, block him in. Yeah, you sit on his feet. Arlo, good boy.
Put your car details in here, Shag. With the breeding aspect of it, I wanted to ask both your opinions, really. Obviously, I used to have a Rottweiler, and they stopped tail docking. And I know that tail docking is viewed similar to ear cropping. I can understand it. I can understand tail docking in such things as working dogs, like your spaniels, your terriers. You know, you don't want to get entangled up in brambles and all that shit. So if you've got a good reason to dock a tail, you'll dock a tail. But when they banned it in, they obviously they banned it for what would you call it, appearance sake, or
Yeah, so they thought it was classed as animal cruelty.
That was it, yeah.
Obviously, cropping ears is cruel.
I think it's fucking. I think it's
painful.
absolutely fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's painful
personally.
for the puppies.
It's just so your little pit bull looks fucking mean.
it's just so they look more aggressive. There's no reason for ear cropping. Tail docking, I don't feel the same about, because the age that they're docked at, they're meant to be docked at like a couple of days old max. And they actually have no feeling in the tail.
But at the same time, you are still doing that for appearance's sake, aren't you? On like say for a Rottweiler, you are, aren't you?
I suppose, in a sense of the Rottweiler, the Doberman, everything like that. The boxer that was all docked for that reason. But now they have tails, you get a lot more breakages.
Oh, really?
So a lot of them do
that.
still.
A friend of ours, Lauren.
Vince has got about
they break the tails.
Vince got about 4 breaks in his tail. I can feel his tail's all kinked out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had him docked anyway, but I can understand it from that point of view.
The sense that because they're so used to not having tails, and
There's no strength in it.
they don't really think about it, and obviously, like tail sets and stuff, because they've been docked, you don't know what the tail set was like beforehand, so you can get tight ringlet tails, stuff like that. Or if you get a really loose tail and they whack it on something, it can be really, really painful for them. So it's a catch-22. There's no right or wrong answer to it. I think for docking gun dogs, especially working gun dogs or pastoral dogs, as we call it, like rough collie, stuff like that, that used to be docked, because obviously the brambles used to stick to the tail.
If they're running through hedges and down foxholes.
Herding dogs, stuff like that, where their tail isn't necessary, and there were quite a few that didn't need that. I don't see an issue with that. The problem is obviously that it is now banned. So like for Crufts, you can't have a dog that's docked after, I can't remember what the date was, but basically when they put in the non-docking, because you can still obviously get dogs docked. So a lot of the dogs that, obviously for me, because I show, you see the show dogs, but they're also working dogs, so a lot of them are docked, so they never can attend Crufts.
Right. I see. It's a shame, really. But the other thing I was going to say about that was, I know that, especially speaking about Rottweilers a lot, because I know them and I have one. When they banned docking in Rottweilers, they obviously had tails, and their tails flicked up, much like a Malamute.
Yeah.
And they don't like that for some reason.
No.
That was like apparently a breed that had never had tails. All of a sudden, there was a breed standard that they didn't like Rottweilers with flicky tails because it was a bit cute and not very mean. So they bred their backs to slope like a shepherd.
Yeah.
And so by bringing in a tail docking thing to, because it's animal cruelty, various breeders, and I speak ill of the Kennel Club here, but that's what they like.
Inbred some shit.
Well, they just bred them so they had sloping backs, like, a lot of these Alsatians and German Shepherds do. So you've got the tail pointing at the ground and the dog's got fucked hips and a fucked spine. It's like, well, great, well done. You've really done a fucking sterling job there. Thank you very much.
That's the problem, isn't it? The breed standard.
The problem is that the Kennel Club don't actually control the breed standard. So the Kennel Club get a lot of the shit. I mean, the Kennel Club can be shit about a lot of things, but
I'd agree with that statement for sure.
Yeah, no, they can be. I definitely felt that during lockdown when they couldn't even do registrations because they decided to change their website. So we couldn't even get registered dogs, so you then couldn't show them or anything. It was an absolute nightmare. But the people that control the breed standards are actually the breed clubs.
Oh, right.
So we had it with the Malamutes.
Sounds like the old boys club a little bit.
Yeah, so basically whoever's in charge, the breed standard gets changed to whatever their dog looks like.
It's very corrupt. It's very corrupt.
It is a very corrupt system.
Brilliant. Right, well, my dog's got orange ears. All right, the breed standard is orange ears.
Yeah.
So
That's exactly how it is.
Yeah, I won all the trophies this year.
So for Malamutes, we had a change in the breed standard. They tried to cut one of our colours. So we've got a lot less colours than anywhere else for Malamute colours. And they tried to get rid of what they call a silver. So it's basically they have less black guard hair and they have more undercoat. So they're really, really pale.
Yeah.
And that was actually an original colour. So the Malamutes, that's like from the day one. And
So it's not like it's not like one of these French
no,
lilac,
it's not one that's
like
come
a
in.
lilac
It's not one of those
Frenchie.
genetic,
like a
things that
pied.
just sort of come in. No, it was an original colour, and they tried to cut it.
My dog doesn't look like that, so that's the new standard.
Yeah, but it didn't go well because obviously the Kennel Club did stick up for us. Woohoo! And they said that no, because that was an original
Good
colour
colour.
that started from
yourself.
day one that we would keep it. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. It's a bit of a difficult one. But yeah, the Kennel Club fuck up on a lot of sort of things because they register whatever. So they don't. There's no sort of security.
There's nobody coming around checking. They just register.
No, so they register. They'll register, and if your colour isn't recognised, they literally just register it and just put colour not recognised.
Same as like DVLA.
So they still
yeah.
register it.
Yeah, multicoloured.
Whereas-
I still can't get Jewish Racing Gold on my V5. I keep trying for the P38, and they won't. Every time you look it up, it says silver, and I'm like, drive. This is like the most 90s colour in the world. So fuck the DVLA. Fuck the
Wow, DVLA don't exist anymore, isn't it?
DVSA.
DVSA.
Yeah, like I say, just constantly change their names so they can.
Delta Victor shit assholes.
Roger.
Right, I think it's about time we cut to a break.
Man, we've been waffling. Shit, I've just seen the time.
Right, Reg, we've sent you to the fridge.
Well, I haven't sent me to the fridge, really. Fucking producer Titches behind the bar and served us these beers.
Thanks, Titch.
I went for a wee. And then I checked on my Galaxy Buds, which are in the airing cupboard. And as I said, the red light is still on
Have
the
you
charging
filled
case.
it, like put them in a little case full of rice?
I don't
That's
really.
exactly what I said.
I don't really believe in that. If I'm honest,
It sucks the ask Uncle Roger. It sucks the moisture out.
Uncle, we haven't done that in ages.
That's because he didn't fucking reply to me, the piece of shit.
What you messaged Uncle
So
Roger?
you remember when we went to London?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, about 12 hours before we were going, he banged up. He was doing 2 nights.
Oh, stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a warm up for his tour this year.
Yeah.
Couldn't get tickets anywhere, so I messaged him saying, Uncle Roger, huge fan. Is there any chance you've got a couple of spare tickets going? Anything like that? Like, obviously, more than happy to pay for them.
Yeah.
Didn't reply.
He's probably how many
That's to me.
followers? How many
Don't
followers?
give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Didn't reply.
He's forgotten the working man on the street.
Even if he just said no, didn't reply.
Just hiya, no, Miss Marlon.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Fuck Uncle Roger.
Roger.
Right, so what have we got, Reg?
Well, this is brought to us by a lovely guest, Carl and Jessie. I was informed of this last week. I think you sent a message to the page saying this is what I'm fucking bringing, and I was like, oh shit.
I did indeed.
So, did we a titch quick one? Did we have Blue Moon on the 80 Beers Around the World? We didn't. I didn't think we did. No. So we've got Blue Moon Mango Wheat Brewers Select. I'm really intrigued by this because I do like a wheat beer on the quiet. I'm not like, I wouldn't say I drink it all day every day, but every now and again I'll treat myself. But mango beer, I like a mango cider, but mango beer, you've got my attention. So
Maybe another level.
I don't know who's reading it, but without any further ado, can somebody please the marketing bullshit?
Over to you, Carl.
With an alcohol beverage volume of 5.4% and a cloudy yellow-orange coloured ale with a rich white head. Blue Moon Mango Wheat, ripe mango flavour and aroma is balanced with a light biscuit maltiness and hints of honey.
Oh.
The new variant reportedly has a sweet tropical taste inspired by freshly cut mangoes, enjoyed on the beaches of Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan and Cancun.
Shag, fuck the dogs off, fuck off the van shit, and do voiceover work, mate. Honestly,
That is the sexiest
I
I've
have
ever
a
heard
face
you.
for radio.
again,
Join the club, Shag.
blood
we do a
flow
podcast?
was going south. I'm all I'm saying, right? So yeah, all right then. Well, I'm intrigued. It's Blue Moon. It's in a bottle, so no ASMR crack the can bullshit here.
Enjoy.
Whoa, the mango comes in hard first, doesn't it? So like a little bit of hint of that wheat beer at the end, and it just sort of tails off quite nicely. I really like it. I'm going out straight out the gate. That is some good shit. It's I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of like
That's it. It's weird.
it's weird. Things like it's a fruit beer. We've not done a. Obviously, there's a few beers we've had on that are very fruity, very tropical. It seems to be every fucking week I'm talking about the tropical flavors, but that's a totally different experience.
It's not sweet mango.
No, it's not. That's it. Yes,
Yeah.
you've got it. It's not a sweet mango.
It's
You
like
get-
fresh, like proper fresh mango.
yeah, you get the flavour, but there's not that sweet finish. Because
Yeah.
obviously we're used to drinking like Lily's cider mango, which is just like
Oh,
my
Lily's
God.
mango.
Chemical to fuck mine.
it is very chemically. It's very very sweet.
Not that
It's
I
very-
mind that.
No, I love it. I was it chemically. It's very artificial. I'll say
yeah,
it's just a
that's
mango
that's a better
syrup
word,
that they
isn't it?
chuck in a base. I'm assuming.
Yeah, the sparkling's better than the still.
Yes, I agree with that.
Sparkling
Have you
cinnamon
had
still.
the bee sting?
Yes.
Have you had
That-
the rhubarb?
Yes, I've had most of them. We have most of them
yeah.
on tap. Haven't we? We have peach, mango, tropical, rhubarb,
Strawberry.
Strawberry. I was not a fan of that.
Strawberry's too sweet.
Oh
yeah,
no.
bee sting. I don't think we've had crazy goat. That's meant to be really good. And I do want to try the gladiator, which is like 8.4%. I want to
Yeah.
say that is like a night ender. That is punching and fuel. That is. So anyway, getting back to this fucking. But yeah, you're right. It's not sweet, which is kind of weird in a way, but.
It's there.
It's definitely present, and then it's got that sort of real wheaty.
It's only fairly new into the UK as well.
Is it? I did think because I've not seen it anywhere, and when you sent me the picture, I was like, "What the fucking hell?" I did not think of all people, Blue Moon would have gone to the sort of fruit beers.
Well, they like to expand, don't they?
What moons?
No, Blue Moon.
Are they? Was that a joke or?
No.
I thought you were doing a bit. Was it? Do they? I don't know.
Yeah, they've got a line of quite a few different things.
Oh really? I didn't know that. When was the last time you saw Blue Moon on tap?
When I was in America.
Oh, they love it over there.
I
don't
was
they?
reading about this.
they
It's
fucking-
fulfilled the US market, and they thought they'd reach out to the UK.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That's
so
why
the
they
mango
out.
one's been over there in the States.
Yeah, been
So,
tried out, tested, and
When we went to Miller's, for instance, I think there was you got your usual, you got your Bud Light, you got your Miller Light, and there was about 4 Blue Moons on tap. And we had the
Those
original.
cussing
And,
girt handles, don't they? Like fucking
Oh.
girt tap handles. But that,
she's a foot tall.
like that Budweiser tap handle there, that is an American tap handle, as you can tell, because everything's fucking bigger over there.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
If there was another ounce on the top of that tap handle, it'd just pull the tap down and be constantly on flow. Yeah, so I don't know. What? Let's start with. We'll start with Kyle because we probably know where you're going to land. TripAdvisor rating, sir.
well, I'm going to give this one a 5 because I've been drinking this all week. All week. Just
Not
for
that
this
he's an
lead up.
alcoholic.
Nope.
No, of
Just had to make sure I was bringing the right beer for beer of the week.
No, you've. Do you know what? There are people that have brought some beers and they've had shit ratings, but I'm always brutally honest, and I'm liking it, man. I really am. Jesse.
Are we allowed half?
No.
Right, we don't do half marks here.
No halves around here.
Oh well, I don't want to undermine it. So
Remember who you're going home with.
5.
That seemed forced. What do you want to give it?
A 4.5.
Blink 3 times if you need help.
But I'm not allowed a half, and I don't want to put it at 4 because I think that's too low. So I'll just go 5.
Oh,
It could be
four is a
worse. I've
fucking
graded
good
shit at
score,
1.
man. We've not regularly,
We've
but
destroyed some
we've
beers.
just ripped some
you
beers to
have.
pieces.
You have.
I do like it.
If you
though.
want to give it a 4, give it a 4.
No,
It's
but I don't.
fine.
I want to give it a 4.5.
No,
there's
there are
no
no
round it
half
up.
marks.
That's what you're saying. I'm not allowed to give it a 4.5, but that's what I want to give it.
Okay, right. Well, wait, a 4 or 5.
5.
Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. That's fine. Marlon.
As he has
Marlon,
another
he's always
drink.
he's a dark horse when it comes to this shit.
He looks like he's
2.
enjoying it.
He's a funny one. I can never judge him. Sometimes I get it right. Other times I'm way off the mark.
How much has he got left?
He's the same as me. Yeah, just below the label.
This is weird because I'm not a big fan of wheat beer.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but I can enjoy it time to time.
I'm giving that a 5.
Whoa! Absolute
Like-
fucking scenes in the doghouse.
That's drinkable. That's sessionable.
That's the one thing I'll say. It is. That's the key for us, really, isn't it? I know it's like a bit of a meme that we constantly say, "Is it sessionable? Is it sessionable?" But for us, it's like we love a good long session on drinking, and if
Yeah.
a beer isn't sessionable, it's it
Kind of pointless.
not pointless, but I'm not the kind of person who's going to pick up. Oh, do you know what? I'll just have the one can of that
No,
really
that's it.
wanky IPA. I want something that I can buy a crate of and get bojangled on it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't drink the whole crate. Like
Yeah.
I could 5.4%.
5.4, you probably wouldn't drink the whole crate, but you'd have a lovely time getting there.
That's it. Yeah, no, that is it's weird for me because it's quite heavy.
Yeah, I'm torn, like you are, Jesse. I really am.
Suspense is building. now.
I'm sorry, I can't give it a 5. I give it a 4. I'm sorry.
Savage.
I know.
You've quoted something lower than I have.
I know.
That's
Usually,
weird as shit.
I'm really like. I just can't get there. I'm sorry. I think 4 out of 5. It's
That's
a
a good
really,
score.
it's a really nice beer.
I think it's unacceptable.
It's okay.
Reg, you're fired.
I just missing something. I think it's just not got the.
Have another sip. Go on, just one more sip. I can see it in your face.
No, I'm sorry. I can't. I don't. I want to, but
Well,
I
go
can't.
on.
We nearly had a full house. for
I
fuck's
know.
sake.
I don't.
First one of the year.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be true to myself. I'll be true to everyone that listens. I just
You
can't.
do you, boo.
It's just not got the punch that comes after the mango. For me, it just I like.
Is it like the aftertaste?
Yeah, and there's not the aftertaste. It's more just what comes after it. You got the mango. You're like, wow, and then the wheat the beer just kind of trails off a little bit fast.
I think it's all mixed fantastically.
Oh, Doug,
It,
I
it-
really
that is-
like it.
That is a
like
balance.
you said, I could drink a fucking crate of
Yeah.
it, and I'd fucking drink it 100 times over than this fucking Budweiser I've been drinking for the last 3 weeks. But
We don't have
yeah.
to drink it. Stop drinking my Budweiser. On a fucking tap water.
Do you want to come around and clean the lines and drive? Yeah, no. So there we are, 4. So that's a good score.
It's a very good score.
It's a very good score, and thank you very much for bringing it. I'm sorry that
Yeah.
I've ruined your dreams of it having an
I
all-round
thought-
fight.
Where can I get it from?
Sainsbury's?
Really?
Amazon actually. sell it
Amazon.
as well.
Right,
But
that's easier
Sainsbury's.
for me because I am a lazy cunt.
I'll be on there later. Order a set of new fucking Samsung Galaxy fucking buds. Yes. Anyway, so going back to dogs and all this good shit. So, you guys do a lot of dog shows, as
Yes.
you've previously
A
mentioned.
ridiculous amount. Honestly, I must be fucking insane.
It's pretty much every weekend.
You've already
if
admitted
not
you're
Every
insane
week,
over
is there like
with the
a
fact you own
58
dogs?
show season, or
It's
is
all
it?
year round.
No, it's not.
It is. You've got your champ shows during the summer,
Right, so
pretty
you-
much in spring, and
So
then
we're
your
doing
open
like full
shows.
truck show spec. We got truck show, then car show,
It's
and
a
then
different
It's
world.
like,
Yeah.
so you've got different like
I know you there.
levels.
Yeah.
No, but you've got like different levels. So you've got like limit show, which I don't really do. That's like the lower level.
Pov spec.
Yeah, so you've got like companion shows. You probably like at the fair
Yeah.
and stuff
So
like that.
yeah.
I don't do those. Limit shows I don't do. So I do a fair few open shows.
Yeah, but it's all The only time you're
yeah.
off is Christmas. When was the first show this year?
First week of January.
Exactly. Dog
Yeah.
shows,
Oh,
it's
constant.
a whole different game.
Go on,
dog
Carl,
shows.
let her have it.
Every weekend, there's a dog show somewhere across the country. Now,
I
like
say
everything
never
else,
local, is it?
Nope. We drive up
No,
Edinburgh.
that's
We've
not
been
true.
Belgium. We've been Amsterdam for 3 days just for a dog show. Every weekend, there is a show somewhere in the UK. Now, you either enter or you don't, but there's a show everywhere. It's like car shows. It's a different world.
Yeah. I
There's
get you
always
there.
someone somewhere doing something. And when I
Yeah.
was first introduced to these dog shows, I was like, fuck. How many
Really?
people come and do this? They all seem like you. They all think the same. The gathering of these
Can all
people.
this fuel be written off against tax?
Oh, we'll just put it against the business, shall we? It's promoting our dogs. Let's
Yeah.
just
Only if you're a
claim
licensed
it back.
breeder, though.
Yeah.
This is why you should do it, guys.
I don't think we need any more people in the dog show.
Why not?
It's fucking busy.
They don't
I
want to see
hate
mine.
people.
Trust me.
It's like when I was first introduced, I was like, really? This many people have dogs, and this many people come to a hall in the middle of nowhere to run their dog round a ring, and then to go home.
What is
If
it?
you've never been, I suggest just go. Even if you just want a day out, Just go see the people.
love how obvious.
Even just to see the dogs. But then again, even just to see the people
bet-
who are at these dog shows.
I bet dog people are similar to horse people.
It's a whole different
They're
breed.
I
fucking
think-
mental.
I think, to be fair, the dog people are worse than horse
Oh,
people.
yeah, I know, I absolutely.
When you see
yeah.
dogs being walked in a stroller or in a pram,
What?
so they don't get dirty.
so like they're like so when like not when you're showing, but when you're like they have
wanna get
like
them dirty.
a lot of the toy breeds they have like pram.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I knew you were trying not to say the word, but there was only one
But
description
like
for it,
yeah,
and
like
that was a pram.
for the
Fuck
dog.
your life.
Bing
Bing bang.
bong.
But yeah, so it's like that. Like when we go to crafts, normally crafts it's either raining. No, I say it's either raining. It's always raining at crafts. I spent 6 hours, 7 hours getting these dogs ready. I'm not going to walk them out in the rain. So we have like a table that's got wheels. So we put a dog in a crate and we
Built like
wheel it
four
in.
blocks.
I can understand that. Like, you don't walk across a filthy
spent-
car park.
Yeah.
I spent half my day
Yeah.
getting these dogs prepped for this. Like,
So,
no.
say related to a car show, Marlon. Like, and yourself, Carl.
It's like having a white car.
yeah, white,
Yeah.
white
Dog
dog.
legs.
Yeah,
White
I've
car
been there.
in
I've
the
done
rain.
that.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing.
And
Like,
I spent 4 hours cleaning it in the fucking morning. Yeah.
yeah, it's the
exactly.
same thing. Like you spend hours getting these dogs prepped. Like I'm not then gonna walk them out in the pissing rain. No.
That's it.
why
When
it's
you've,
easy.
you've had a fresh respray on a car and you're inside one of these arenas at a car show, you're gonna scene tape the fuck out of it, or you're gonna clear.
Oh, I was never that cool.
Oh, God, well, yeah, but you clear wrap it, so when you get there,
That's
you
'cause you're
pee out.
wrong,
You know
Strat.
Titches. Titch knows what that blue roller 3M
I
looks
tell
like.
you what. So, kicking it back old school, I had my Colt fresh out of the paint. Literally picked it up on the Friday. Was going to like JDM Coombe. No, it was Jap show back then.
Yeah.
Got the old wiper delete on, plate welded in. Like she was clean, like the best she'd ever looked. Came up out of Banwell, hooked a left, going home because the paint shop I knew was in Weston. I saw it was slow motion. There was a stone. It came up, and like it wasn't like a smidge of a stone. Like she was an inch across.
It was a boulder. That was a nice boulder.
Straight out of paint, dented the bonnet.
I would have been in tears.
I stopped. I turned around. I tried to chase the driver down and kick his head in. He was gone. He was gone. He was gone. There was nothing I could do.
I cursed the gods.
The damage. Bearing in mind, this is like a brand new bonnet as well.
I feel for you.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Well,
I don't care.
yeah, thanks for your support.
You don't have the same love about vehicles. I love a classic car show. Old Porsches, old Volkswagens.
A classic-
all about
a
the old-
classic car
yeah.
show.
How do you
I
feel
like-
about old fucking Fords?
I mean, I've got a Ford at the moment.
Yeah, that
I
Ford's
can
great.
appreciate them, but yeah.
The thing-
I don't have the same time for them as I do like a split screen or a bay window or an old
He's
Porsche.
got a thing about
Interest.
V-dub.
Oh, you're dubbed through and through them.
Yeah,
Can't help
even
himself.
though
So
I've got a
like
Ford
genuine
Transit.
nonce.
Even though I drive a Ford
I've got a
Transit.
Ford Transit camper van.
I love it. Apart from it dies like every
She
couple of months.
2.2 or 2.
2.2. She was a minibus. She was an 18-seater minibus.
Oh, it's not an L Jumbo, is it?
It
No,
is.
It is an L.
It's
Holy
spent-
shit!
It's spent its life at Hazel Grove for the last 6 years, and then I bought it.
Honestly, I had to clean it. And kids have been in that.
The amount of gum shields that were found underneath the fucking... I tell you what, kids find any hole.
Any
How
hole,
many Haribo
fill it.
wrappers can you find behind the plastics?
They fill it. It was disgusting. Carl went, "Can you clean it?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it'd be fine." It was disgusting.
So whoever that child is, I have your gum shield.
I now know why on our coach to school they'd screwed the ashtrays shut because we would have just filled them. We would have filled them with shit. And
Yeah, they didn't screw anything on this bus.
It's a twin axle.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
mama.
really?
Yeah, it's a twin axle.
big blue
Big
Bertha.
blue Bertha, innit?
She's a big thunker, is she?
Fucking Julie mind.
Oh, she's a sweetheart when she doesn't die.
When she doesn't die.
But the thing is, it's got a 2.2 in it. so
Yeah, I'm
it'll
gonna say
die.
you got that turbo sucker engine, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has your boost pipe come off yet, Shag?
Not yet.
No,
It was the
it's-
same engine I had in my Peugeot. I had a Boxer.
Yeah, the same engine as those.
Yeah, I had a 10-plate Boxer.
Yeah,
I hated it.
I hated it too.
They all share everything now.
Oh, so it's all badge
disgusting.
engineered, isn't it?
Nobody makes that right.
Nobody makes anything themselves. Mercedes have
Bar-
Renault.
Yeah, that's it. Mercedes have bar VW.
Yeah.
VW use VW engines,
Yeah.
and they're fantastic for what they are. Land Rover use a bit of Ford. Jaguar use a bit of Ford.
See where all these problems
Peugeot
arise.
use a bit of Ford. It's fucking disgusting. Sort your shit out.
Have your own brand and stick to it.
Yeah, I see this shit every day. You like Mercedes, as you said.
It's like racial segregation, but with cars.
You used to be able to.
with the blue badges belonging to left corner.
You used to be able to rely on Mercedes
Oh, not anymore.
because, like, nice German engineering, same as Dubs.
M606.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Daddy. And now, like, their A45s, their like the A classes use fucking 1.5 DCIs out of Renault,
It's like a
which is a
40-year-old engine.
20-year-old engine.
Yeah, more
What are
than
you
that. In its life,
doing?
They had it in like the original Clios, didn't they?
No, then
Is it in the bubble Clios? They had them?
yeah, Phase 2s.
Regardless, shite.
Japanese are still relatively sticking good. Bar Mazda, fuck Mazda. They use Ford shit because they're in bed with them.
He's cussing now, isn't he? He's fucking on one.
Honestly,
Yeah,
like,
on there, Marlon.
going.
You on
Why-
about me ripping into the Welsh? I mean, Christ, like,
Yeah.
this is a whole other level.
why can't people sort their own shit out? If you can't build an engine anymore, cease to desist. Literally.
Cease to desist. Cease to exist.
Vauxhall, now in bed with the fucking French. What's going on?
Oh,
And
man.
Land Rover, past the fucking TD5, have never built anything good.
That's
I
cutting
like
him
the
out.
Land Rover Defenders.
I mean, somebody has to.
The new ones or the old ones?
no, the old ones.
Exactly.
Have you ever driven one?
No, I don't drive.
She doesn't have a license.
I don't
What?
need to.
You don't have a license.
Like
I
Actually,
don't
Kyle.
need to.
So
How old are you?
Hello, Kyle.
23.
Drive me here. I don't need to.
No, you don't.
What? Okay, that's mind blown. But
Yeah.
so Kyle, that leaves you to
As the
drive.
idiot.
To drive. Not what? You said it, not me. Drive.
Fuck your life. Bing bang.
That leaves you to go to all these dog shows driving. So where have you been in the?
I've been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man.
I've
just
been
like
everywhere,
Johnny
man.
Cash.
Everywhere, anywhere. Just,
Normally we do the Scottish one on our own, don't we?
yeah.
So the Scottish Kennel Club. We
Nice
do that
trip
on
to
our
Edinburgh.
own. Yeah.
Just a little.
Edinburgh's a
chore.
lovely place.
Yeah. I love Edinburgh.
You flew, didn't you, Marlon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would
Yeah.
you want to drive?
No, it's...
When
In
you
big-
get into Scotland and you do the drive to Edinburgh, it's lovely.
That's normally when Jessie wakes up on the journey.
Yeah.
when we get
I like that
Scotland.
bit.
Right, okay. I'd love to drive. So, like, we've been to Germany a fair few times. I don't mind that drive. Driving anywhere in the UK is shit.
See, I loved Belgium. When we did a dog show in Belgium.
Belgian roads are
Lovely.
hideous.
No, I love them.
Which ones did you take?
Well, we did a week travelling around on an old van and we
The
did
ones
a
that
dog
we
show.
didn't bomb.
Yeah.
Fuck your life. Bing bang.
I have to like Jimmy a fucking war joke in every podcast. I'm sorry.
So, like, when we went to Nürburgring, for instance, as soon as you get out of France into Belgium, they've got the fucking, like, the light coat on it. Like, same as the fucking wood. It's hideous. It's horrible, especially when you're on coilovers and...
See, that's
That's
your
your
problem.
fucking problem,
That
innit?
is
Yeah.
your problem.
You're
I was in a big
driving.
van.
No, as soon as you get into Germany, the tarmac is fucking amazing.
Because they're efficient, aren't they? You know, everything is done properly. But like our roads, they're full of fucking potholes. If you drive,
Yeah, that's why I don't have anything with coilovers anymore.
That's what I mean. Like they can't fucking cater to all you fucking
Pieces of shit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go with. Not a derogatory term for disabled people. Yeah. So van life, Kyle.
Oh, I love van life.
So what I've heard like a lot about van life. What is van life?
So, van life itself is having a van, converting it into whatever you want, whatever you're going to use it for.
Right.
So we got into, we really got into van life because of the dog shows, because we're across the country every weekend. Dog
Need somewhere to
showing.
sleep in.
Exactly. I'm away down in Poole every other weekend. I'm up north wherever she wants to be. My family are a bit divided, so we're away everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
And we go to the Lake District quite a lot, and rather than booking a house and then having to go to and from every day, let's go up there, then come back, just thought, you know what? Let's buy a van. Let's buy a van and just go where we want to go. Don't have to worry about booking anything. So, bought a van.
Literally wang it in a lay-by if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. And going on to lay-bys, Belgium, best fucking place ever. €5,
you need to go a little
24 hours.
A little bit further, Shag. A
Everything
little
you
bit
want.
further
No.
into Germany.
I'm sure the international drivers that listen will agree. I've been told good things about Belgium.
Belgium
Even-
Belgium
services.
is legit made for van lifers, to be quite honest.
Van life, lorries, everything. They've got
Yeah.
that down to a T. Showers, service station. We paid €5 for 24 hours in a sports centre car park. Hookup, water, everything
Hookup?
you need. Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
Hookups.
that was it.
Not fucking hookers. Electricity.
Yeah. Yeah, hookup.
Yeah. And then
Have
you
they
pay-
still got the standard, like, 3-pin
Yeah,
UK...
everything that you need.
Is it EU plug, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, 3-pin plug, 240 volt, and then you pay €1.25 for a shower.
Yeah.
Shower together, it's cheaper that way, isn't it?
So you're from the fucking north.
I'll wash your back, you wash mine.
Keen or no, Shag?
So what have you done to the van for it to be van life? Sorry if I sound like a fucking idiot. I don't really understand van life.
Best thing ever. We got a better mattress in that bed than we do at home.
Oh my god, the mattress in the new van, because obviously we converted 2 vans now. So the first van was shit.
We just.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
She's
We
done
did.
bits.
I stained all the wood, basically, in the first van. Thank you very much.
We painted it.
No, we stained it.
Painted it.
Not the paint. I didn't do the paint. I did the staining.
We went to Belgium and it wasn't even painted or finished.
No, it
was
was
a
like
rush.
semi-done.
Keep arguing.
I
You'll be
know,
living
I know.
P38 life in a minute. You're coming home with
Outside
Reggie.
looks great. The inside's still not quite there.
Outside doesn't look great. It's all about the inside.
Yeah, it's about you
That's
want
the
the
one
outside
thing I know. You want it to look.
like a van.
Yeah.
You don't want it to look like the best thing you can do is to make it look as much like a van,
So you can stay anywhere. And
so
not
you
have
can stay
questions
anywhere.
asked.
Because if you make it look like a camper van or anything
you're
like
gonna
that,
get is-
they'll move you on.
Oh, really?
Hello, anyone in?
Yeah.
So the last van was a Peugeot. We had 2 light bars, roof rack, solar panel, everything, but no windows.
And now you've got a minibus and that's got all the windows. Or have you blanked them all off?
So the rear
Some of them are
quarters are
tint-
blanked
yeah.
out, the rears are tinted, and then the front ones are just normal.
So you can't see in from like the
Can't
from
see
the,
out either.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can't see in from sort of the back part. So obviously you got the passenger seat and your driver's seat and whatnot. That's all normal. The rest is tinted. You can't see in, and then the actual back windows are completely blanked off.
That's where the bed is.
Yeah,
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah.
Rated springs in that bad boy, I bet.
it's a fucking good mattress. I'm not gonna lie. It's
I was on
so
the axle shag.
That's why I went with twin axle.
Yes,
It's the only
Daddy.
option I had. But it was a 4.6 ton, downplated, 3.5 ton,
Shit.
just so I could legally drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was how do you downplate something, Marlon?
Basically, you can apply to DVSA.
I just say I want to carry less weight.
Yeah, basically, I don't. This vehicle is not meant for this anymore. This is what I do.
Oh, I see.
you get
Yeah.
it weighed
Go
and
to
they
Weir
send
Bridge.
like a official thing.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking hell.
Get it downplated, so you go to Weirbridge. It weighed about 2.6 ton, unladen with full tank of fuel, people in, and then go from there.
Job
Now
on.
3.5 ton van with windows until I fully finish it because it's still in progress.
It's never finished though, is it? Every
He'll sell it before it's finished.
yeah.
I have that
And we'll
problem.
start a new
They
one.
always do, don't they?
He just can't help himself.
So obviously with what you do for works helped, I guess, no end with.
Exactly.
I know
Yeah.
where that's going. I know what thing I got to use. And oh look, work! I've got that thing that I can just da 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 da.
The last thing was all hand built, and there wasn't a straight edge in it. Even using like track saws, circulars, nothing was straight.
Nothing lined up nice.
Didn't touch it for months. I'm like, oh shit, there's 4 of us going to Belgium in 2 months. Oh, better just chuck it together.
Ah, I see.
Well, explain how you get 4 people to Belgium with free seats.
Yeah. Say
Yeah.
more.
Say no more. Thank you,
Allegedly.
Eurotunnel.
Always allegedly.
Allegedly.
always a- There's a
That
blanket
seatbelt in the back.
allegedly.
That seatbelt in the back was allegedly there.
Yeah.
But no, now this one's all CNC'd, designed. It's now actually
Nice clean cuts.
It is. It's now a
Oh,
build
like you
that
did
anyone
design
can
it
buy.
on like a mock-up program and
unless you class PowerPoint on an Apple MacBook as a program, yeah. I designed some drawings. They brought the drawings to life and then cut them.
This is what I want, just like hand drawn on the back of a fag packet.
Yeah.
Exactly that. So now they have
literally-
drawings they can resell for Ford Transits.
So
So any
use
Ford
them-
Transit owners out there, let me know if you want a van build done.
Using PowerPoint on a Mac.
Oh, well, it was
Yeah,
Pages or whatever it was. What is it? It's not Pages. Pages is Word. What's the other one? Keynote. No.
No, it's
I don't know.
Pages.
No, Pages is Word.
Anything Apple
No,
is shit.
Word is
Oh,
Word.
don't start. I love Apple.
I love Apple.
Apple.
I can't even say it. Apple.
Don't get me
Put a wheat beer down,
started
Shag.
on Apple. What I'd like to go into now is crossbreeds. So I have a lovely pair of jugs. All right.
Fuck your life. Bing
I
bang.
didn't even mean that to be a joke, did you?
No.
You can see them from here.
Yes, Daddy.
Where is this going? Where is this going?
I just vote for Reg. I think Reg is gonna die. What button do I press?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. That just fucking tickled me. So, I've got a lovely pair of jugs. Sorry, that was very unprofessional of me. I just hit that little spot. Oh, sorry, Marlon, carry on. Just don't say it the way you said it.
Where do you go from that?
I don't know.
Jugs.
So Reg, I've got.
Oh, I'm gonna need some air.
This is the first time I've had.
I'm sorry.
Reg is speechless.
It was just the way you said it, and you said it so innocently as well. I just couldn't get over it.
We're talking about fucking dogs.
I know, but it was just the way you said it. My childish mind dragged me to a place I often go in my mind when I hear people talk. Sorry. All right. Marlon, you have two mongrels.
No, I've got a lovely pair of jugs.
Oh, right. Yes. Continue.
So, where do you sit on the fence of crossbreeds? I've got a pair of jugs. I do not.
Okay.
The thing is, the amount of times you said that in your life, and only now has somebody been immature enough to go, you said boobies. Sorry, yes.
Okay, right. I'm pulling myself together.
We are professional podcasters.
We're not.
So, I mean, I don't have a problem with crossbreeds at all. I think
Jugs.
if you want to put,
Jugs.
okay, in whatever crossbreed you want to do, labradoodles, jugs, whatever. I think the main thing is, for me, if you're going to do that, that they should be under the same sort of rules as what the pedigree dogs are.
Regulations.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You can see like quite clearly from if you look at Bullet and you look at Tank, one's bred for love, the other one was bred for money. Bullet's got breathing difficulty. He is definitely got like ADHD or something, whereas Tank's beautiful, got a bit of a nose, breathe properly.
Yeah.
Good figure. Like he is like your ideal small dog, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the thing. I unbeknown to a lot of pedigree breeders, obviously we are a pedigree breeder, but I don't have any issue with crossbreeds at all. Like it doesn't bother me at all. It's like I think as long as you have that sort of sense of what can go together and be like, okay, that makes sense. Like morally, that makes sense. Like a husky and a Pomeranian, that That's not natural.
The Husky would destroy the Pomeranian,
But
I
it's
think.
not natural. It's all done through AI, so artificial insemination.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so it's not
like,
natural. It's not a natural mating ever. They do it literally. They'll collect semen, and then they'll insert the semen, and that's
What's
how
that
it's
called?
done.
Like a Huscaramian?
No, it's called a pomsky.
Oh, I have heard of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's quite a lot about, but it's not a natural thing
No.
at all. It's not a natural
Yeah,
thing
because that's
at
a
all.
huge dog with a tiny
Yeah,
dog.
so it obviously it does happen because of both canine breeds, but to me, if you can't produce it naturally, it shouldn't be.
But as long as they're both happy, healthy
But that's the thing.
dogs.
As long as the thing for me is that most breeds have health tests, and as long as you're sort of doing those health tests to ensure that you're going to produce healthy puppies, there's no issue. But a lot of people obviously just don't think about that. They don't think about actually the health tests that are put into dogs.
Yeah.
So for us with like Shih Tzus don't have any health issues per se as to known right now. So there's no health tests for them because they're as a breed, they're a healthy breed. There's no real issue
Yeah, as
with
long
them.
as you didn't start inbreeding shit, like
Yeah, like there's no real health issue that's been picked up and no sort of DNA health issue, like genetic issue, anything like that. But like Malamutes have quite a lot of issues. So you have hip dysplasia, so we do hip scoring. There is a little bit of elbow dysplasia that's sort of come in the last few years. So we're looking into doing actually elbow scoring as well now. There's a lot of DNA testing for Malamutes. So we test for, I can't remember what it is, AMPM, which is basically, I can't remember what it
sounds
stands
like
for.
a number plate recognition, isn't it?
It does, yeah. But no, I can't even remember what it stands for, which is awful. But it's basically like a genetic disease that the dogs can pass on, and they basically think they're paralysed. And it affects all the spinal cord and everything like that. So they're but they're paralysed, but they're in chronic pain.
Oh shit.
So we test for that, and luckily, so far to date, there hasn't been a dog that's been diagnosed with it. But there are carriers.
Right.
So you can make a carrier to a clear, and you're in the sense of sort of the DNA side of it, you'll get 50% carriers and 50% clear. You've got PCD, which is primary cilia dyskinesia. And we actually had a dog that was diagnosed with that we didn't breed. We imported her in from, I can't think where we imported her from.
Ukraine.
Ukraine, yeah, that was it. I was thinking Russia, but it's not, it's Ukraine.
Soon to be
well,
Russia.
Yeah. Yeah, but she did actually have PCD, and she's one of the first few Malamutes that actually been diagnosed with it. And we lost her before she was 2 years old.
But we create a massive awareness about that.
Yeah, so like that's the thing. It's the thing of
Told
like
everyone and
we're
mentioned
quite
it, yeah.
open and honest about it. It was the thing that these are the dogs that she was out of, and to produce her, and obviously being a dog affected, 2 carriers had to be put together. So her mum and dad both had to be carriers of PCD to produce her. But her 2 brothers, because she was a litter of 3, her 2 brothers were clear.
And what's PCD?
So it's primary cilia dyskinesia. So it's basically they don't have any of the sickle cells in the throat. So they have none of the hair follicles that prevent bacteria going into the lungs. So you prevent infection in the lungs, pneumonia, stuff like that.
Basically traps the mucus.
Yeah, so she didn't have that preventative, so she was prone to lung infections. Yeah, so it was, and yeah, the losing Xena was really, really awful, wasn't it? I mean, we were hoping sort of having her for 4 or 5 years, which was sort of the vet's sort of estimate of her lifespan, which is not good for a Malamute. They're normally sort of 10, 12. But yeah, no, we lost her really, really young. So we decided to put it out there on social media to say, like, this is Xena, this is what she had. She had a very severe case of PCD. A lot of dogs can live with it and be absolutely fine. They have obviously issues and you have to treat them, but they can.
I mean, Bullet lives with half a brain.
Yeah,
so-
it is like that. It's like the breathing problems in Frenchies, any of the bull breeds. A lot of them can live with it, but if they're affected so young, it's really hard to get control of.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what PCD is like. We have what we call CD, which is conan degeneration in Malamutes, which is day blindness.
Oh shit.
So they're literally blind in the day. They can't see anything in the day. They're completely blind. And then in the night, they can see.
That's
It's
not
really
fun.
it's really messed up. But yeah, no. So I mean, we've been really, really lucky. All of the dogs that we've got no carriers in a kennel, and that's one thing we refuse to have.
Yeah.
Because to me, the gene pool's big enough that you can actually cut out the carriers.
This is the thing I was going to say is a lot of this, you know, you have Labradors with hip scores, you have every pedigree breed has its thing, you know, like King Charles Cavalier Spaniels, their skull's too small for their fucking brain.
Yeah,
And
they
stuff
have heart testing, stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, and is it, I mean, is it because you are continually breeding what is known as obviously a pedigree? Is that...
Effectively, it's inbreeding.
It's not, but is that the reason that these problems are becoming more prevalent? Because, I
think the issues cropped up, obviously, because right at the beginning, it would have been a lot of sort of inbreeding, as you say, like stuff like that. But I think a lot of the issues came up because there wasn't testing for it. So you're breeding from dogs that carried a lot of issues. They never showed them. And then you bred them,
you're playing
and then you
catch up.
had dogs that were affected, dogs that weren't. So you kept breeding from those dogs that weren't, but they were still carrying it, and it just sort of, it's like a domino effect. Eventually, it's going to catch up.
Right.
I think it's just down to people, if you choose to breed, to put it on yourselves to actually be like, yeah, no, actually, I want to breed a healthy dog, so I'm going to do these
Be
tests.
responsible.
Yeah, that's the thing. It comes down to if you're doing this for the money or you're doing this for the care of the breed.
That's why we look at the pedigrees as well. When we look back and then you start looking more in depth at the breed coefficiency. You're looking at how close a mating is, because if a mating's close, you're going to then develop more
cousins
problems.
fucking cousins. Like.
Exactly that.
Yeah, so like the Kennel Club, bless the heart, they have actually a coefficiency calculator, so you can put two dogs' name in. They'll assess the pedigrees and tell you the
see
coefficiency.
How far back they're related, if at
so
all.
a 12.5 works out as a granddad to granddaughter mating.
Ugh.
And that's too tight.
I want to hit the oh pappy, but it's not the right time.
Please don't.
No step, bro.
But yeah, that's too tight. But for some breeds that are classed as rare breeds, so like Lakeland Terriers, Welsh Terriers, Fox Terriers, stuff like that, that gets completely sort of ignored.
What?
Because the gene pool's so small. Because the problem is, especially in the show world, if a dog does really well, or it's a really good example of the breed, everybody uses it.
Yeah, and then you have all its progeny
So
out
then you
there.
have all its progeny, and then what are you going to put that progeny to? Because all that's been produced is out of that dog.
But surely in that sense, if the gene pool's that small and it's classed as a rare breed, there's fuck all left of it.
It
But
needs
this
to
is
fucking
where-
stop.
You just need to...
This is the problem is that like in Sweden and stuff like that, they actually have a limitation on how many times a stud dog can be used.
Yeah, like that.
that makes sense.
Yes, there's a limitation. So to make sure that the gene pool stays open, they actually reduce the amount of times a dog can be used.
Yeah, that's what. That's it. Like, if it gets to that point where there's fuck all else
Well, your
to
gene
breed,
pool's so small,
fuck
yeah.
all else to breed with. Do we carry on breeding from it and cause a load of fucking issues down the
No.
line, or do
Yeah.
we just call time on it and say, you know what, we've tried. No,
Sometimes,
no one
yeah.
wants this fucking breed. It's just time to cool down.
Sometimes it's one of those things that you have to actually step in and like we have a Japanese Keter Inu. So we had two. We lost one. She had a problem with her pancreas, and then we've still got a sister. She's now coming up to 12.
They're like horses.
They're quite a fierce dog.
Yeah.
I've never seen one. I don't think.
Ginger.
They're beautiful to look at.
She's
Oh,
lovely.
is it the meme dog?
They were bred to kill
very,
bears.
very similar, but a bit bigger.
They were literally,
Same size as a Malamute.
Yeah, they were bred to kill bears. They've got really sharp teeth.
You're thinking of Shiba.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was
but
thinking.
they're
Sorry.
like a big version of
Shib.
that.
Oh, shib. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiba Inu.
But they are literally a big version of that. So they had an issue where their gene pool was very, very small. So the Kennel Club actually allowed a crossbreed in. So they actually allowed the American Akita to be mated to a certain amount of
Well, this is what I mean.
Japanese Keter Inus.
Bring something in that's kind of similar.
So you then got hybrids.
Yes.
So the hybrids
hybrid vigor.
Yeah. The hybrids weren't allowed to be shown. But they were there to obviously open the gene pool back up.
Yep.
And then the generation after could be shown.
As you were saying this is what I was thinking in my head. Like, why not just bring one thing in once or a couple times and then...
This is the thing. I think it's one of those things. I think with like the Lakeland Terriers, they're quite a rare breed now. There's not many bred. There's not many sort of in the gene pool, even across the world. Even if you go as far as sort of Australia. The Lakeland Terriers are all UK bred.
So they're all originate from
They
here.
all
so it's
come
you
from the
think
same line.
You travel to the other side of the world thinking you get some. Oh,
Yeah, no, they're all the original.
You trace them back far
Yeah,
enough.
they're all the original UK lines because obviously Lakeland Terrier is originally a British dog.
Yeah.
They're a ratting dog. So
God
actually,
damn right they are.
Yeah, but all of the original lines, even as far as Australia, are the UK bred dogs. So that's the problem. Your gene pool gets too tight; it gets too small.
Yeah.
So I think probably eventually with the Lakeland Terriers, they'll probably bring like Welsh Terriers or Fox Terriers in just to.
I've seen that
the
film,
Welsh
Hills
Terrier.
Have Eyes, mind.
What inbred?
The problem is with terriers at the minute is that they're so small in sort of numbers, which sounds ridiculous, like Jack Russells and stuff like that. They've now been a registered breed. They're doing great. They've got a massive gene pool because you've got the working Jack Russells, you've got all of that sort of expenditure. But with the sort of pedigree side of it, the terriers are they have the most sort of rarest breeds because their gene pool's so tight and people have kept using the same dogs over and over and over again.
It's all fucked up.
That a lot of them are rare breeds and they're actually at the point where they don't know where they're going to go with them.
When are my jugs going to be accepted into Crufts?
Probably never.
You can go to Scruffs. You know what Scruffs is? Scruffs is like mongrel crufts. It is, isn't it? Am I right in saying that?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
Scruffs
thought
is-
as soon as they got to like 7th generation, they're a
you
registered.
have
They're
to
a
have
breed.
someone. You have to have someone pushing for the breed to become a natural breed. So, like the Jack Russells, how long have Jack Russells been around but
Ever.
never been accepted? Literally, the last couple of years they accepted Jack Russells into it because people actually spent a lot of time putting pedigrees together, putting that information out, sending it to the kennel club, saying, "Look, this is what
Well,
we're
that's
doing."
fucking ridiculous because
This is
Jack Russells have
generations
literally they're a
been
pedigree
around
dog.
forever.
Been around forever, yeah.
But I think as a breed has always been so varied. You can get a Jack Russell that's like, a good 10 kilos and you can get one down to like
Yeah.
Bailey's size,
Yeah.
which is like 5 kilos. And there's no
It's
rhyme or
putting a
reason.
breed standard together
That's
and
it, it's a
getting
breed
a
standard.
group of people that
Look at me,
agree.
little fucking professional dog man. It's
I
about
think-
the breed standard, Marlon.
Tank needs to be the jug breed standard.
He is actually, to be fair, that is...
He is the most beautiful dog I've ever
We'll
seen.
make a fucking start drive.
You have to start your own breed club.
Yeah, you have to start the club and then
Chief-
We're gonna
people
Chief
have to
sort
get
it
join.
out.
Get
Bless
that
you.
club on the go. Facebook group,
Jugs.
here we come.
Here we
Jugs.
come.
Oh, I'll get a Jug Facebook group started, won't he? You imagine.
There's already one.
Oh, I expect there is. I expect it's full of really well-informed people.
That's not the right page.
Awful
Yeah.
lot of Karens there. Awful lot of Karens.
Is there? That
Yeah.
really surprises me, Marlon. I didn't think any Facebook
Awful
group
lot
would
of
have
like
any Karens
proper
in it.
stupid comments as
Yeah,
well.
people giving loads of people advice with absolutely no idea what
That's the
they're fucking
one.
talking about.
You know
yeah,
it.
I know Facebook groups. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fucking brilliant, mate. Fucking useless chip. Right, so what's your plan this year? Where do you want to be at the end of the year? What's your plans? I'm intrigued because I've learned so much in such a short time.
I don't
I wanna know
know.
where
We've
it's all
got a lot
going.
of plans. Obviously, like with dog breeding, it's a funny thing because I have in my mind what I want, and then you sort of bring dogs in, you're producing them, and you're hoping you're going to get that perfect dog.
Do you want to
not-
wear a tank?
You've got 58 of the fucking things, all right? Which one's not perfect?
We're not quite there yet. You have to when you show, that's the thing, when you show you have to be so nitpicky about things. So like for us, like with our Malamutes and stuff, I love my Mals. They're the best tempered dogs. I couldn't ask for better natured dogs. But in the sense of showing, like we have to sort of focus on bigger feet, more bone, because our breed standard changed the last couple of years, saying they wanted heavy bone.
A bit more substance to the dog.
Yeah, which is doesn't really make sense because for their purpose they're not meant to be heavy bone. They're meant to be moderate bone with big feet. That's the point. They're meant to be sort of a decent amount of bone, but not heavy set, because if they were too heavy, they sink in the snow. So
Those
when
are
they're
being
on the
sled dogs,
when they're
yeah.
on the sled,
I really don't like this.
What?
Like, they're basically what they're saying is bollocks.
yeah, that's all.
There is a council of elders
So
who
I
decide what the
basically-
dog will look like, Marlon.
So I basically ignore the breed standard. I breed to what I think's correct.
Yeah.
Which might not everyone's going to agree with that, which I can accept. Not everyone likes my dogs. That's fine.
Not everyone likes us.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't please.
And we don't
You can't
care.
please everyone.
You
It is
can't
what it
please
is.
everyone. To me, the most important thing is temperament. That they're sweet, they're loving,
As lo-
they're
yeah.
caring.
As long
I mean,
as
I
they're
have
healthy
Malamutes
and
that live
nice.
with rabbits,
Rats.
And naturally for their
got some that live with rats
temperament-
too.
Yeah.
We've seen videos. Join our Facebook page.
Yeah.
We'll give you loads of advice.
But yeah, no, I have ones that are good that's the most important thing to me,
Yeah.
is that they go to, they're nice, loving dogs that can give as much love as what they can take. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those things. But yeah, I have ones that live with rabbits, which is naturally in the temperament not there because they have a massive prey drive. So yeah, they tend to kill anything they eat. So I've got quite a funny story, really. It's not actually my dog. I mean, a couple of mine have killed rabbits.
Here we go.
But we had a lady.
Get ready for this, boys.
No, it's not that bad.
Fuck your life.
Yes, it is.
So we had a lady.
this is
She bought a girl from us. Absolutely lovely, no issues at all. She was about 9 months old. She lives with a cat, by the way. Absolutely fine with their cat. But there was a cat from next door that used to absolutely terrorise her on the top of the fence.
Right.
Can you tell where this is
I know,
going, boys?
I know the story,
So-
yeah, because I got a cat like that.
So every day it would come and it would terrorise the dog and be like, sort of, I'm here, but you can't get me. And one day it fell off the fence. And
It got him.
it never got back on the fence.
Yeah.
Cat never went home.
Cat never went home.
And when the neighbour came to ask for the cat's remains, all the lady could give her was a foot and a tail.
Shit. This is one of your
Don't
One that I've
piss
read,
off
but
a
it
big
lives with a
dog.
cat.
your Malamutes.
Yeah, it lives with a cat. Absolutely fine with their cat.
The
but
cat
this-
is on the fence. He's saying, "You'll never get this. You'll never get this." La, 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 la.
yeah, it-
But one day,
day-
the cat fall off fence, and the Malamute
Yeah.
to get this.
Dog has a certain taste in pussy.
it fucked up. The cat fucked up. But yeah, no. And the worst thing was that she called the police. So the neighbour called police
What are you gonna? Your
on
cat's
the dog,
on the
saying
fence
it was
being
an
a little-
aggressive dog. The police came, and luckily, this lady had CCTV, so she actually had the whole thing recorded.
We need that video.
I know. She hasn't sent it to me yet, but she had the whole thing recorded.
Cat just flashed
And,
his little ass at
this
the dog
cat
like, "Hey, fuck you,
Yeah.
bitch."
Fell, and it didn't even hit the ground. She grabbed it mid-air.
Wow.
And she was shaking it like it was a toy. She
Yeah.
didn't even think that's the thing. It wasn't even a thing that it wasn't actually an animal. She just thought it was a toy, and every time it squeaked and whatnot, it was just even more encouraging.
My friend said you're a cunt, so you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and the police said, we're like, oh no, it's fine. Like, obviously you can see that the cat's been obviously
An arsehole.
terrorising the dog, and it sort of got its own payback.
Yeah.
So yeah, then it was left
Calm
at
as a
that.
bitch,
Fuck your life. Bing bang.
basically.
Oh man! Right, I'm gonna totally change out the topic a bit here. Obviously, we got put your way by our dear friend and producer Titch.
Yes, you did.
Our man. And I'd like to thank him for bringing you guys on, because I've been so fucking interested. I expect everyone listening can tell that I'm just like a rabbit in the fucking headlights, like a cat on a fence.
Like me last week, innit?
Can
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
say,
yeah.
I got to thank Titch as well, because introducing me to this podcast has been probably one of the best things that's happened for a while.
Oh, stop it.
We both, even Jessie, we both listen to this podcast whenever a new one's produced, whenever we're out in the van, driving along, just listen to you two, with any guest that there is, just puts a smile on our face as
Yeah.
we're driving. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank
thank you.
Thank you for listening, and
Yeah.
thank you more for coming down and taking the time to talk to us about dogs. I never thought, if you'd have asked me when we started this, we're gonna have a couple of dog breeders on this podcast. I'm like, oh, fuck off! And I've been here like, oh,
It's
just
a
tell
different
me
world,
more.
innit?
Everyone who's
That's
listening
it,
must think,
like-
well, we had this person on this week. Now we got this. Now we got a bunch of dog breeders. Where's this going?
I've had the most fun. I've thoroughly fucking enjoyed it. So yeah, I shout out to Titch for bringing you on. I've fucking enjoyed it. And on the subject of our producer Titch, I know obviously Titch, as he's spoken about a lot over the last few podcasts that he's been on, has struggled with his mental health, and I know that you guys have been a huge help to him of late, and from ourselves here, I'd just like to say thank you, because he's our fucking boy. He's done a lot for this podcast behind the scenes, and obviously a lot of people see and a lot that people don't see. So it means a lot to me and Marlon. I'm sure it means a hell of a lot to Titch as well, about what you've done. So it just sounds like you guys, obviously you and Titch work together, but it just sounds like he's like almost an extension of you guys in a way, if you know what I mean.
He's family.
He is.
Well, yeah, I don't want
Like
to fucking
kicking
say.
on back with third wheel, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's family. I think I don't know. Different people are different, aren't they? But we're quite sort of down to earth people. And I think you either get on with us or you don't.
Yeah.
And
You're
Titch,
crazy dog people is
yeah,
what you are.
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
So you either accept it or you don't. I'm not going to change for anybody. So
If you have problems, come see us. Come see
like
the
we
dogs.
have great dog therapy. I think that's what helped Titch. We just chucked puppies at him.
Yeah,
Have this dog.
I'm going to
have
say,
this
you
dog.
can't be miserable when you've got like fucking
Exactly.
7 Malamute puppies crawling all over you.
Yeah, like it's not bad. It's
Life's
not bad.
so hard. Oh my God, puppies.
yeah,
Yeah, try living with them. That's a different story. But yeah, when you just
Well,
chuck
that-
puppies, it's all good.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but the last 3 months he has came out of his shell. He's doing a lot better than he used to, and I've got plenty of time for Titch.
Well, as do we, as everyone on the podcast well knows. He's
Yes.
We love Titch.
we love Titch. We
I
love
keep telling him the
Titch.
door's always open.
Not anymore.
Oh,
No, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't talk about.
we can't do that tonight. Yes.
Yeah, no, we're not going to talk about that.
Maybe the next time.
Titch's been having fun. Put it that way. No, not you two. No, I was insinuating some sort of polyamorous relationship.
Like a three-way going on here.
That's not the door that's open.
I mean, if it is, let me know. I mean, me and Doll are open to most things. Anyway, I think that's a fucking perfect place to end it. Thank you guys for coming on. As I said before, I've had a great time.
Thank you very much for having us.
Fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a
Have
cou-
you enjoyed
yeah.
yourself, Marlon?
Yeah. It's been eye-opening.
It's been emotional.
Yes, I've learned some things I didn't know.
You've said quite possibly the funniest thing you'll
'cause-
ever say in your life. How do you feel about that? That you will never top that.
I will. I will. Trust me. I'm full of the fucking one-liners.
He's got a whole 11 months to do it. I think he can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, I've learned some shit I didn't know. I was very against Crufts because they don't like mongrel breeds, and I am a mongrel man.
The Crufts is awful. I mean, we didn't speak
Yeah.
about Crufts, but Crufts is awful. It's not dog friendly at all. I mean, I've been in the group for Crufts, and it's crazy. I've never experienced anything like it. I think if your dog's not bomb proof, it won't tolerate it. And I think it's mean when people put their dogs through that.
It's all about the
Yeah.
show and TV.
Yeah,
not
it's about the
actually
TV.
dogs.
It's not about the dog.
When you look
No.
at Crufts, actually, if you go to Crufts and you see the breed rings, completely different. The group is a whole nother thing.
That's it. The dogs are really nice, but the
Yeah,
rest
if
of
you
it
actually go to
is-
see Crufts and you see them when they're judging the breeds, it's completely different. Like 9 times out of 10, the GSD falls apart in the group ring because it's too much. There's too
GSD?
much. Yeah, German Shepherd. Because they're a German Shepherd dog, GSD.
Like the dog
Ah.
breeder that I am, I knew what that meant.
Right.
Alsatian, as most people know.
As
No,
a professional mechanic, Marlon, I knew what that meant.
YouTube certified, mate. Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, no, Crufts is. Most of my dogs, if I had a dog that went through that I wasn't sure would tolerate it, I wouldn't put them through it for the group. I would pull out.
Yeah.
It's not.
I'd love to let Tank and Bullet off
No
in the
one.
ring just to stir some shit up. I
It's-
mean, look at these
It's a
fine
weird
ass
thing.
mongrels.
Crufts is a weird thing, but then I don't agree with like Peter running on stage and like running into the ring and stuff.
Oh, that
Scares the hell out of the owners, which
that
scares the hell out of the dogs.
is an episode in it fucking self, Peter.
So always the
Cussing.
next time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, we'd love to have you back on to talk more about this because I don't give a fuck what the listeners think. I'm really fucking interested.
Good.
No, I love you all.
I've got a couple of points before we fucking destroy this. Right, any 2022 calendar events you think we need to attend, hit us up. And then we got one more shout out, just the one. Thanks to Jukes.
Oh yeah, massive shout out to Jukes. Marlon forgot to pick it up for like 10 days, but we did get it.
Hashtag useless cunt.
We've got what you sent us, and we will be enjoying that on the next podcast.
On the
that you
next
hear
podcast.
on next Friday. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you very much for that. Right, are you fit to square off?
Let's do it.
Fit. Right, thank you everyone for listening. Appreciate all your likes, shares. Oh, quickly, before you fucking tune out when we do our little outro, right? You're on Spotify, most of you, right now. Please, can you, or are you listening? Go to our little page and just rate us what you think we deserve to be rated. 5 stars, preferably. If not, fuck you.
Dead to us.
Yeah, dead to us. Yeah, no. Please, I like it. It means a lot. Like my next door neighbor, found the podcast because it was recommended to him as something he might enjoy, not because he's in the local area, because Spotify don't work off that. It was like, you might enjoy this because of the ratings that you guys have given us. So if you could carry on rating us 5 stars, please, on Spotify. They've just obviously introduced their rating system. It'd mean the world to us if you could do that. It really helps push it forward and keeps us fucking going and growing. That's
Bigger,
the main thing.
better.
Yeah.
Big things to come this year.
Exactly, 2022. We're living it. Right, without any further ado, I've been professional mechanic Reg.
You're a dickhead. I've been Marlon.
I've been Kyle.
And I've been Jessie.
Right, we'll catch you on the next one, everyone. Thank you ever so much. Cheerio! Don't forget to moisturise.